What is going on, everybody? Happy Wednesday. What is up, Mealmint? Tegan, thank you for the shiny luck. Hope you get some good sleep. Big Cheese, hello. Ron G, the OG, and of course, gym leader Hassan Bello. Hassan, hope you're doing well. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Guys, today we are going back to the Regidrago, and I am so excited. I am so happy not to be doing a Dynamax adventure right now. But I want to apologize for not streaming yesterday. If you guys have been paying attention to me on this channel and other channels, you know that I've been very busy at work lately. We have a lot of clients that were political candidates, and yesterday was the primary election. So yesterday was a big day. Um, I got home exhausted. Told you guys I wasn't going to stream last night. Sat down on the couch about 6 o'clock. Next thing I knew it was 8:30 at night. I woke up, had no idea where I was, what was going on. Ate a little something, then got ready for bed. But today I am feeling refreshed, ready to go. I'm ready to do some shiny hunting. So let's get to it. Let me put the music on. And let's see if we get some first check luck here. Yeah, I have a bit of a feeling I might get it today. Meowmint, I hope you're right. I would love to finish this one off. Oh, not shiny on the first one. Second temple down, nice cheese. I still haven't done any of the temples. To be fair, I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom since Sunday. I've realized I cannot play Tears of the Kingdom during the week because I can play for an hour in the morning, which, as we all know with Tears of the Kingdom, an hour is basically like starting. And I can play for like 2 hours at night before it's time for bed, which means I would play for about 6 hours at night and go to bed really late. But I'm having so much fun just running around, doing shrines, exploring the underground, unlocking all the map. I'm having a lot of fun. I found a couple of cool new armors. I found a couple of nice shirts. I still have not found any pants. I'm still currently pantless. But that kind of reflects my weekend life anyway. Film, thank you for popping in while you get ready for tonight. I hope it goes well tonight, buddy. You want to get Tears of the Kingdom, but you want to get Mario Party Superstars for your birthday, so you don't know which one you get. Ooh, that's a tough choice, Meowmint. That's a tough choice. Do you have a lot of friends that you can play Mario Party Superstars with? Geez, you've not been playing for 8 hours so far today? I don't believe you. I think perhaps you have. Billy, hello, Billy. Billy, I sent Maddie a DM with a link to Hefty Mom playing Let's Go. And what did he say? It was so adorable what he said. He said, "Oh man, this is so wholesome. Ha ha. Bless her. Bless her." Yeah. Tell me something, Phil. We getting shiny today? I hope so. You have lots of friends? Okay. Hey, if you got lots of friends, then you know what? Maybe Mario Party Superstar is the one to go for. Your birthday is July 17th. That's just 5 days before my birthday. You're getting a katana on Saturday. Nice film. You gonna be showing some pictures of that. Your friends and you have a group chat called the Dumb Butts. Oh my goodness, the Dumb Butts. You know, I hear about a lot of dumb butts in society, and I hear about a lot of smart butts. Are there any like medium or like average intelligence butts? I feel like they're getting overlooked. Hello again, Brooke. How are you doing? I know you're having a good time today. Mid butts, yeah. Where's all the mid butts? You know what that reminds me of? And I'm going to have to kind of edit myself for stream here, but George Carlin, one of the greatest comedians of all time, bless his soul, had this bit once. Ice Queen, welcome to the Polywag party. Thank you so much for the membership. Can we get some member hype in the chat for Ice Queen? Hefty Mom, I mean in the Zelda game. I haven't found any pants in the Zelda game. Cookie Eater, what's going on? Good to see you. Um, but yeah, I was about to do a George Carlin bit. My mom's here. George Carlin did this bit once where he says, and I'm going to edit myself here. Have you ever noticed that everyone that drives slower than you are idiots, and everyone that drives faster than you are jerks? I just thought that's like perfect. That's like such like the most perfect um, realization ever. I did not get the grease. I got like the kilt thing in the Cave of Awakening or whatever, but that's it. Ever invented a word in your head and then realize other people have used it? Is the word dumb bum? You used the word dumb bum so much when you were younger, and you realize that some actors used it. Yeah, you know what? It's so true. Like there have been so many people born and lived on this planet over centuries that pretty much any word, pretty much any idea that anyone could think of has already been done before, which is kind of crazy to think about. There's like literally nothing new that anyone can do or say. You drive the speed limit, your driving record is clean. Good job, Brooke. Exactly, Hefty Mom. Link. Yeah, so Link has a couple of nice shirts now, but I still need to get Link some pants. Need to backtrack. Jeez, tell me where those greaves are. I mean, I can obviously fly up to the Sky Island. Tell me where they are. You saw like zero spoilers for Tears of the Kingdom because it's going to be your first Zelda game ever played. Because you're never really into it, but you keep seeing TikToks and Frankie's pulling you into it. That's exciting. I've always been a fan of the Zelda series since the beginning. Way back in the day, first NES game. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. You can get out of speeding tickets if needed. Do I want to know how you do that, Brooke? Oh my gosh, Jonas, are you serious? That's how you knew I was streaming as you saw a notification on Tyler's Switch? That's hilarious. No, geez, I don't. You think you ran over a couple people, hope they're okay now. Oh my gosh, Cookie, what are you talking about? Gummy Lurkin sounds good, Meowmint. Try the speed limit, much to the annoyance of everyone around you. South Carolinians don't know what speed limit is. Yes, I don't know what a turn signal is. Hey, Hefty Mom will absolutely back you up on that. Hefty Mom drives the speed limit and is constantly getting passed. You start a new PLA Shiny Challenge. And what's this challenge about, Hassan? Yeah, geez, I will. I'll DM you. Like, what would be really helpful is if you could get a screen grab of where on the map it is. I don't know how easy that would be for you to do. How many mass outbreaks it would take for you to get a Shalfa? Nice. That's a good challenge, Hassan. "14 outbreaks in, 1 Drifloon from an outbreak, and 1 random Rufflet." Nice. So, Hefty Mom, how was your day? What were you up to? You had Sprite with cherry vanilla and sweet cream added to it from Sonic. It was so good. That sounds amazing, Brooke. That sounds very refreshing. I could go for that. We don't have a Sonic here. The closest Sonic's like 45 minutes away. Brooke didn't want to share. Hey, you know what? Something that delicious, I don't blame her for not wanting to share. Started streaming exactly 1 month ago, and you have 100 subs. Crazy. That is crazy, filming. Congratulations. Brooke, can you drop a film link? And film, can you drop a Brooke link? Guys, Filmmaster and Brooke, two of our most incredible mods, have recently started streaming. So, I know you've seen them in chat. I know you know they're wonderful people. If you want to go support other wonderful people in the community, please click on those links and make sure that you're subscribed. You get back on track with streaming. You do, Brooke. You do. I need to get in there for a live one sometime. Nuzlocke? What you talking about, Nuzlocke, Geef, Mr. L? Good to see you. Usually add strawberries to your Sprite. I've never tried that. Boys, last day of school is tomorrow, so you can do late streams. Holy smokes, tomorrow is the last day of school. That's crazy. You guys know what today is, right? Does anybody know what today is? I guess I'll make more sense if you're in the United States. Or I think Canada. I think Canada would work too. But I know the people in UK won't get it. So my birthday? Not exactly my birthday. It's not my birthday. It's not my stream anniversary. Today's May. It's May 18th for Jonas, because Jonas lives on the other side of the world. So you're right, Jonas. You're right. Today is May 18th for you. For me, it's May 17th. Today is, at least in the United States it still is, 5/17. May 17th, 5/17. And I started 5/17 day with a shiny Milcery. I hatched one this morning while talking to Hefty Mom. Finally breaking the month-long streak of bad luck on hatching Milcery eggs. So now I just have one Milcery left to go, and then I'm completely done with the Alchemy line. What was the 5/17 your name mean, by the way? I am the 517th iteration of the Hefty experiment, and the only one that survived, Cookie. First 5/16 did not make it. And rip to my fallen brothers. I'm an only child. I am an only child. Rocket Raccoon backstory be like, yeah, film. That's a good reference, film. I like that. I can't believe I already forgot what Rocket's serial number was. They only said it like 400 times in the movie. Paris has some explaining to do. No, Cookie. The name Hefty 517 comes from when I was in a fraternity. Sax, what's going on? And Phantom, welcome on in. So Hefty was my nickname given to me by the fraternity, and I was a 517th member of that said fraternity. So not a very exciting story, but a story nonetheless. Lunala, good to see you. And Eevee Queen, Flex on that 5-month membership. Can we get some member hype in the chat for Edie Queen? And I just realized I really have to change my member goal amount. That is way off. Change that to 175. That's right. That's not how you pronounce Hefty. Hefty is pronounced Herbert. Herbert. L7 PO1A. Yeah, it's something like that. I remember a P. I remember a 1. I'm going to have to look that up. It's going to bother me. That was a good movie, though. I really enjoyed Guardians 3. I thought it was easily the best Marvel movie since Endgame. Easily the best Guardians movie. A great ending to the James Gunn Guardian trilogy. I was so pleased with it. And it's one of like 2 or 3 times I can remember crying, actually crying, because of how beautifully shot an action scene was. Without Stan around as well. That's right, film. Yeah, rip Stan. I had so many people checking on me when Stan Lee died to make sure I was okay. Trying to figure out dinner. You're so tired. What's in the freezer? What can you throw in the microwave? You know, the important part of the ending. I'm not sure exactly what you're referring to, Lunala, but if you want to DM me so you don't have to worry about spoilers, I'd be happy to talk about it. Dino Nuggets. I could go for some Dino Nuggies. Meow. What's up, James the Cat Boy? When did you get a membership? Good question. I would imagine probably Sunday. Someone must have donated some memberships. You like the Batman hat? I do too. This hat was a generous Christmas gift from our good friend Big Cheese Thrifts. Big Cheese went above and beyond. He didn't have to do anything, and I know that he knows he didn't have to do anything, but Big Cheese sent me a very nice care package for Christmas that had a lot of goodies in it. Just noticed Victini has wings on his behind. Does it really? I've never noticed that. VVV, Kristen. James the Cat Boy. Flexing that 2-month membership. Penguins have kneecaps. Do they really? I did not know that. I wouldn't have expected that because I only ever see them waddle. Well, hello, Miss Busy. Another wonderful person that sent me a very generous care package for Christmas. They didn't have to. Heard that in the Call of Duty Warzone vid. Interesting. Baked meatballs. That sounds yummy, Brooke. What you gonna put on those meatballs? You gonna put a sauce on them or something? All right, Luna. Cool. Yeah. Once stream's over, I'll talk to you about that. Did I get your? I didn't get your package yet, Cookie. Did you send it to the right address? Oh, and Phantom Flex. I don't know how I missed that. Flexing that 1 month of membership, saying something in a language I don't know. But let's get some member hype for Phantom. Is that Japanese? Marinara and cheese. Oh yeah, baby. Brooke, you're speaking my language now. It's so weird. I'm like looking straight at the chat and I totally missed that flex. Do you know the way? If it ain't cheesy, it ain't going down easy. Brooke, you're saying all the right things to me. Plays, what is going on? Good to see ya. Shinies. Hey, Shinies, guess what? I'm still mad at you. I'm still mad at you, Shinies. Because in Carly May's stream, you ruined my surprise tonight. Rolanda, hello. Good to see you. Nightbot, are you there? You got Shiny Luxray and Houndoom. Good job, Plays. Why didn't that work? Oh, that's why. Shinies, it's possessive. It's Hefty's pants. You finally hatched a shiny Rowlet. Very nice, Phantom. Shiny's offered Hefty $419 for a pair of his used pants. True story. Sneasel is a little baby. That's right, Ghost Bunny. How you doing? Why $419? I don't know. I guess he thought the pants were worth $419. I'm doing good, Rolanda. How you doing? Well, maybe he just couldn't afford to go to $420. You're okay but tired? Well, I hope you got a chance to relax and maybe go to bed early tonight. Shadow Wolfman, hello, welcome on in. Good to see you. When's the home compatibility update coming to Scarlet Violet? You're so sick of waiting. I hear you, man. I'm ready for it too. It's actually affecting my Masuda hunts in Scarlet and Violet. I can only collect up to 8 boxes of eggs now. Is Shiny Poliwag noticeable? It is. It's a much lighter shade of blue. Specifically in Let's Go, Lunala, because I'm assuming that's which game you're talking about. It's definitely noticeable in Let's Go. Much lighter shade of blue. Got yourself a wonderful horse before bed last night. A wonderful horse. Oh, in Tears of the Kingdom. Okay. Yeah, I got one this weekend. I gotta figure out why my horses didn't transfer. And it might be because my Breath of the Wild save file might actually be on a different system. You're gonna break a purple crown. Oh my goodness. Let's not get too crazy, Ghost Bunny. Let's not do anything we're gonna regret. Have yourself a wonderful horse in real life. He's in the living room taking a nap. Really, Billy? I'd love to see a picture. Farmer Sax. I could see Sax being a farmer. And everyone would say, how did you get your crops to grow so big, so quickly? And Sax would be like, man, it's all about the seeds. Towels, what's going on? Good to see ya. Real horses scare you, Brooke? I respect horses. I can't say I like them. I can't say I'm scared of them. I give them the respect they deserve. Film, thanks for being here, buddy. I'm sure I'll see you later on. Longest shiny hunting session I've ever done in one sitting. Probably about 8 hours. Ari, welcome on in. Good to see you. You used to be a Western horseback riding drill team member when you were a teen. That's cool, Lunal. I didn't know that. Ari, are you free tonight for the thing? Yeah, send me some pictures, Lunala. I'd love to see that. You've recently become obsessed with Sneasler and you don't know why. So, okay, this might be too dated of a reference. It might be something that no one else is going to be old enough to get. But on the original Muppet Show, they occasionally, very occasionally, had these Muppets, and they always creeped me out when I was a kid, but I was fascinated with them. They had these Muppets that actually weren't puppets. They were actually, like, full-bodied suits that people would wear, so it was like a 6-foot-tall Muppet. But they like were in a costume, like walking around and everything, and it was quite creepy. And that's what Sneasler reminds me of. Not sure what you're having for dinner. I'm sure you have some leftover macaroni, Ari. Rolanda, thank you for the hug. Like, I think the most famous one is Sweetums. If anyone knows Sweetums, Sweetums was a giant, furry, like hairy brown Muppet with the club and the giant mouth. He was a really tall one. He was actually a guy in a costume, but there are some other ones too. Yeah, shiny Sweetums. Yeah, that was one, but there were other ones. There were other ones that were thinner and lankier and like wore suits. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture. Oh my god, these are some cursed pictures. Do not look up Muppets in costumes and go to Google Images. This is a bad idea. Oh my god, what is wrong with people? Okay, yeah, you know what? I respect everyone. I never judge people on what they like and don't like. But do me a personal favor, never get involved in Muppet cosplay, because this is just disturbing. Yeah, I can't find it. I'm gonna have to look for it later. Sky, hey, no, we didn't get the Solgaleo. No Solgaleo. So we're taking a break from the Solgaleo because we ran out of Dynite ore. And I'm excited that I'm doing a hunt that I actually enjoy. What did you say? I missed your message, Meomint. Am I ever going to evolve? Yeah, Meowmit eventually will evolve. We just gotta get to the right level. I think it's gotta be level 35 to evolve, and I think it's like mid 20s right now. Just Google pretty tame. I mean, it's not. Look, I wasn't trying to say it was like, you know, NSFW images or anything. It's just disturbing. What are we singing, Phantom? Tell me why. I look annoyed. That's just my natural face, JJ. It's my RAF, rusting annoyed face. Ain't nothing but a heartache. You knew I was gonna sing the song? Yeah, that new song that all you kids are listening to? Yeah, that keeps the people away, Brooke. Ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why. You rarely listen to songs or watch TV. I do it all. TV, music, video games, movies. I got a lot of stuff going on. You took a pic of one of your dolls again today. Good job, Ari. Oh, they play that in Brooklyn Nine-Nine? It's over now, isn't it? I watched the first, I think, two and a half seasons of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and I liked it. It was really entertaining. It's just after I got rid of cable, I stopped following a lot of shows. A lot of things just kind of fell off my radar. Not their fault at all. It's just when you get into a routine and then you just completely uproot that routine, some things get left behind. I should go back and finish Brooklyn Nine-Nine at some point. I heard it's fantastic. I mean, I really enjoyed the first couple seasons. It's on Hulu. Yeah, I should do that. Decidui, hello, good to see you. There it is, prediction. Probably not, but it'd be pretty cool. It would be pretty cool, Meowmint, if this was shiny. They removed it? It's not on Hulu anymore? Is it on... Is it on Peacock? Remember to drink water, y'all. That's right. Stay hydrated. Sometimes when you're only one at the house, when listening to a song, you find yourself humming to the song and dancing. That's cool, Lunala. I do that too. You got moves. Nice. Yeah, I haven't played around too much on Peacock yet. I have Peacock and Paramount, and I haven't really done anything on those yet. I need to get back on Apple TV. I've been saying it for weeks that I need to catch up on season 3 of Ted Lasso, and I haven't touched that yet. Show me your moves! Show me your moves. Sax, do you think we're ever going to get another Smash Brothers game? I mean, I know what's his face like has retired from the franchise, but do you think that's it for the franchise, or do you think we're gonna see more? See me dance a little bit before you have, Lunala. That's true. You just dance where you spin a circle, but you don't have to explain what you also do. You just call it spin circle dancing. Okay. I'd probably get dizzy if I did that. You know, I'd love to see Sax. And I know, like, I'm the only one who would want this, so it'll never happen. But if I, like, had the power to just make games exist, I'd love to get an updated Subspace Emissary with all the, oh my goodness, Airy. Update Subspace Emissary with all the characters. I freaking loved Subspace Emissary so much. Yeah, Ari, it's getting a little hot in here. But I would also want the return of the capsule machine from Brawl. Or no, Melee. Melee. I want Subspace Emissary from Brawl redone to include all the ultimate characters and a return of the capsule machine from Melee. What's better, swords or shields? Shield is my main game. That's the one that I put the most time into. Just because of a couple of the exclusives. Sir Barnabas, how are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. My black leather pants would be a great thumbnail. Busy, I think what you're. I don't think you're worried about the thumbnail, Busy. That's all I'm going to say. I don't think you're worried about a great thumbnail. I don't think you're saying, oh, this would be good for the channel. I think you're saying something else. Like for custom moves to come back, that'd be cool too, Sax. I'm doing fantastic, Sir Barnabas. Hanging out here with some good friends, hunting for a shiny Regidrago, drinking my coffee. I'm loving life. Man, Sax, I know you've probably heard me talk about it before. Like, as someone that mostly plays one-player games, doesn't do a lot of online stuff, doesn't have a lot of real-life friends to play games with, I mostly focus on single-player, campaigns and things. And in that aspect, I was actually sorely disappointed in Smash Brothers Ultimate. I did not like their single-player adventure mode thing. I thought it was a huge step down from Subspace Emissary. You don't have coffee, Regidrago, but you're hanging out with your friends too. Yes, you are, Sir Barnabas. Is it a bad thing to stay up till 5 a.m. shiny hunting? It depends on what you had to do the rest of the day, I suppose, Sky. Online Mario Kart is a nightmare, especially when you have luck like me. Yeah, I don't think... I played some online Mario Kart with some friends. I don't think I could ever do it like with strangers. I know I get destroyed and I just get frustrated. World of Light story, is that what it was called? I think that's the Ice Queen. Like where you would go around and it was almost like a big like board game and your piece would move and you'd fight the battles and then like you would get the trophies that could change your character stats. I just wasn't a big fan of it. I'm sure, yeah, Sax. I'm sure lots of people loved it. It just wasn't. It wasn't for me. I would have preferred more of a side-scrolling adventure game like Subspace Emissary. For some reason, you're super lucky when you shiny hunt, especially in Sword and Shield. That's awesome, Yeoman. I used to be lucky shiny hunting. I used to have a lot of shiny luck when I did my hunts. That's all gone now. Does anyone else make dragon puppets? I've never done that, but I bet you can make some pretty cool ones. Then I hunted, well, then I hunted Regidrago, then I hunted Solgaleo, then I hunted Deoxys, then I hunted Regieleki. Then off stream I hunted Entei, and off stream I hunted Milcery. But, you know, I can't complain too much. I got the Entei on Saturday morning. This morning I did hatch one of the last 2 Milcery I need, so it's turning around. It's turning around. Thank you for the Shiny Luck Phantom. 59%, I'll take it. Which is worse, being addicted to Pokemon Go or Sword and Shield? I would say it's worse to be addicted to Pokemon Go, because if you're addicted to Pokemon Go, chances are you're going to end up spending money in Pokemon Go. Whereas Sword and Shield, if you own it, you own it, and you don't have to put more money into it. Smash is one of your favorites. What are some of your other favorite game stacks? Like I know you play a lot of GTA too, right? It's possible to still get ribbon sweets. Okay, you can. That's a very good question, Meowmint. That's a very good question, because I had to deal with this a few weeks ago. Ribbon sweets were not available until the DLC came out. The DLC came out, and then they did like Milcery raids for a week, and the Milcery raids, or not the raids, Dynamax dens. You get ribbons in there for that week or whatever. The only way to get them now is there is a guy in Crown Tundra at the bottom of, I think it's called Snowslide Hill or Snowslide Slope. That he's one of the guys that like you can trade watts for things, and he has a special item that will change every day, and it includes all of the different sweets. The flower sweet and the ribbon sweet, that's the only way you can get them in the game now. So I needed to get another ribbon sweet, and I need to get another heart sweet. And the heart sweet was pretty easy to get, but the ribbon sweet, I ended up doing a date skip for about... Actually, no, I needed 2 ribbon sweets. I did a date skip for about an hour and a half and got those 2. But yeah, if you have Crown Tundra, you can do it. Just be ready to sit there, reset the days in the Dynamax Adventure method for day skip. Exactly, Meowmint. Exactly. And there's a Dynamax den like right by him. So that's what I did. Is I went there, I got that all set up, I got the date skip method up and running, and then I just checked him, over and over and over. And they were like, I think like under 2,000 watts, I want to say, for a suite. I mean, still expensive for one suite, but compared to some of the other stuff you can get, it wasn't a whole bunch of watts. But yeah, it took me about an hour and a half date skipping to get the 2 ribbons I needed. A lot of stuff you used to play either aren't as good or are dead. So obviously you're playing Tears of the Kingdom right now, Sax. Are there any other current games that you're really enjoying? I like playing Kirby. I need to play more Kirby. Kirby is a franchise that I recently realized I've never really played a lot of. I played the original Kirby on the Game Boy, which I just replayed via Nintendo Switch Online a couple months ago. And I played the SNES game. I think that's it. And I watched our good friends, the Dice Art Universe, Amber and Dorian. Last summer, they picked up the new Kirby game, and they were playing that on stream for a while. And I was watching them play that, and it looked like a lot of fun. Your GameStop folks are all Kirby fans. You know what? So are mine, Busy. I wonder if it's like a GameStop thing. Like, it seems like a lot of people that work at GameStop are big fans of Kirby. Hogwarts, Horizon Games really love Dragon's Dogma, and you're still waiting for the second one. I've never heard of that one. Dragon's Dogma? What is that on? Is that PC or PS5? Capcom game, really? I do like Capcom. Lurk until you feel like talking, so probably 2 minutes. Sounds good, Meowmint. Maybe it's a requirement to get hired? Possibly. Everything almost. Okay, I'm gonna have to look that up. You literally have a giant Kirby plush next to you right now? That's awesome, Phantom. Yeah, I was in GameStop last Friday picking up Tears of the Kingdom. And while I was waiting in line, because there was like a line of like 15 people right when the store opened to grab their pre-orders, um, we were just all kind of like standing in line looking around the store. And they need to update their stuff so bad in our GameStop. Like above the Switch games, they still had like the little boxes. They're like coming soon, and there's like Scarlet and Violet coming November 18th, 2022. It's like, dude, you need to switch those out. I miss good racing games like NFS and the Midnight Club series. I never really got into racing games. Um, I mean, I liked Rad Racer. I enjoyed Rad Racer on the Nintendo. Um, I played the first Gran Turismo I played. That was pretty neat. And of course, like the, I mean, I don't think of them as racing games, but obviously like Mario Kart, Diddy Kong Racing, those are fun. You ordered 2 copies of the new Zelda game for you and your dad. That's awesome, Sky. Horde Henry Crazy Kart is an amazing race game. Never heard of that one, Mio Man. There was a game, actually, it's a game series that I don't know if it was on any consoles, but I know it was on the PC back in the late 90s. I really liked called Carmageddon. I think I played Carmageddon and Carmageddon 2, and that was really fun because it was a racing game. I don't think it's all that different from Twisted Metal. Not that I ever played Twisted Metal, but it was a racing game. But you didn't have to race if you wanted to. You could just absolutely demolish all the other cars. It started working like one person all the time. Or they like work there like every day. Disney racing game. Yeah. Ice Queen. I forgot about that. Yeah, that one does look like it could be fun. Twisted Metal is so cool. Was that basically the same concept though, Sax? Is like you can race, or you can just destroy everybody else if you want? F-Zero. F-Zero was a good one too. Burnout. No, Carmageddon. I'm talking about Carmageddon. I can't keep employees. Yeah. Ours just went through a new management change last summer. No, last fall. Like last October. Um, and apparently people are happier to work there now than they were before. I mean, I don't know how much this new manager is going to be able to do versus the corporate policies, but they were looking pretty bleak for a while, and now they're having a little bit easier time getting people. You know, play through 3 God of War games. Dude, I still need... I want to play through the God of War games. I still need to get Ragnarok. I love the God of War series. I played all the games up through Ragnarok. It's kind of killing me that I haven't played it yet. Actually, I'm assuming that's God of War. That could be Gears of War. %27% shiny luck. You know what, Phantom? I'll take it. God of War. Okay. All right. Yeah. I love those game sacks. Here's how much I love them. I bought a PSP so I could play the PSP God of War games. And then on the PS3, I bought the at that time complete collection version that had God of War 1, 2, and 3 and the PSP games. Yeah, I bought a PSP, and the only games I bought were God of War and Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. You want the new Stardew Valley game to come out, Haunted Chocolatier. You know, I had never heard of Stardew Valley up until probably last fall, and now it seems like a lot of my friends that I've met through YouTube play Stardew Valley. I know a couple of them even play it online, like Shiny's, Clockwork, and Ember. Think you can make an automated system that Shiny hits Sharpedo in the Isle of Armor while you sleep? Probably so. I mean, all you really need to do is set up. If you can write a script to set up a timer that, like, once every 2 minutes, it hits up an A. Comfort, cozy game, really well written. That's what I've been hearing. That's what I've been hearing, Ice Queen. A lot of people seem to be doing it lately. Another one I've been curious about, and I haven't talked to Ari about this yet. She's about to squeal if she's still here. Is I'd like to look more into Monster Hunter. That looks like it could be fun. What if it run? Ah, that's a good point. That's a good point, Mealman. You're right. That's big brain. Yeah. Yeah, maybe it wouldn't be a good idea to automate that hunt. Sax, are you into Monster Hunter too? I didn't know that. I had no idea. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. All this conversation, all this talk, which I love, and I'm speaking, truthfully here. Just top of mind, my thoughts and everything. It's all well and good, but fact of the matter is, I'm probably not going to get into any of this for quite a while. I work a full-time job. I do Pokemon on streams when I'm not streaming. When I do have a chance to play games, like right now, it's focused on Tears of the Kingdom. I got Animal Crossing, as you can see, about 2 months ago. I touched that on Sunday for the first time in like 3 weeks. I don't have nearly enough time to play video games I'd like to. Phantom, I am in the US. I know we typically have a bunch of US people here, Canadian people here, UK, and some people, surprisingly, I don't know if I should say surprisingly, I wouldn't expect it. We have a decent amount of people that hang out here that are from East Asia, which is pretty neat. What'd you miss? Just chit-chatting, Lunala. Nothing too big. You're gonna go have a good day, night, afternoon, evening, noon, morning, tea time, dinner time, breakfast. Thank you so much for being here, Meowmint. Yeah, I just got it like about a month ago, Ice Queen, and I was really big into it for the first like 2 weeks. Not that I'm not into it now, but I guess I invested a lot of time into it for the first couple weeks. Got to the point where I got my 3 villagers that moved in. The what you call it? The services thing is no longer a tent. It's a building. I got my museum. I got my house with a second room. I'm able to traverse the whole island now, and now it's just like to the point where it's all about making the island what I want it to be, buying new items for the house and for the outdoors and everything. So I feel like I'm at a point now where it can be a little bit more relaxed when I can just jump in when I feel like it and spend a couple hours working on getting things set up. But I don't feel like there's a lot of, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't done too much research into it, but I feel like there's not a lot of story progression I need to do at this time. Ever plan to design a whole island? I mean, that's the end goal, Ice Queen, is to do the whole island. I wouldn't say I really have a theme in mind yet, but what I'd like to do, and I don't know how impossible it's going to be, I'm not a very creative person. I'd like to I'd like to actually try and design my house to look like my actual house, like my house. I don't know how possible that would be. Trash island, place all the hefty bags. Oh my gosh, that'd be hilarious. Like, I know I wouldn't be able to do like the house exactly like my house because it seems like, as far as I know, the houses in Animal Crossing are somewhat um, standardized as far as layouts. Like, you have your main room, then you have a room behind it, and then you have a room upstairs and a room downstairs. Um, I do have the deal. I have the DLC because I have the Nintendo Switch Online Plus. I'm not sure exactly how that DLC, I don't know, connects in, I guess. I don't think I've gotten that far into it to know how that all works. But I have access to it, is what I'll say. Um, yeah, Lunala, I picked it up about a month ago, and I played it for a decent amount. Like I said, I've gotten to the point where I've basically unlocked all the beginning stuff, and I'm at the point where I can just kind of run around and decorate how I want. I think all the main storyline stuff, at least at this point, is done. Glitch, I'm doing well. I hope you're doing well too. Uh, Sax, I would love to get your bells. So let me take a look here. I'll tell you right now. Yeah, I've only played Animal Crossing for about 20 hours so far, which does not seem like a lot because it isn't, but 20 hours compared to 580 on Sword, 1935 on Shield, 635 on Scarlet, 220 on Pikachu, 145 on Eevee, 325 on Arceus, 105 on Shining Pearl, 60 on Violet. Where's Brilliant Diamond on this? Why isn't Brilliant Diamond on this? That's odd. Anyway. Alright, please pick someone random in the chat. Okay, I pick Experiment. Hello, Experiment. Yeah, Lunala, if you have Nintendo Switch Online, they now have Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. Although I think Game Boy Advance is just part of Switch Online Plus. I think Game Boy is standard, Game Boy Advance is Switch Online Plus. Clocky, what's going on, buddy? You've hit 5,300 hours on your Switch, around 600 in your husband's for Animal Crossing. Holy smokes, Ice Queen. You're putting me to shame. Doing some drawing at the moment. Very nice Experiment. Yeah, there's not a lot of Game Boy Advance games in there as of now. There's not a huge selection. That's honestly that I don't like. I'm happy to have the Switch Online Plus. I think it's a good investment. I'm happy to pay the annual fee or whatever. But one critique I would give it is the game selections for the systems are still very limited. And I get it, like, because they're offering basically free games, you're not going to be getting like a ton of like top tier games, but it seems like there's like 5 or 6 good games and then a few dozen games that no one has thought about since the day they came out. A little bit obsessed, just a little bit. No, that's awesome though. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I would like look. I would love to design like a beautiful island that everyone would like to come and visit and say, "Oh my gosh, Hefty, you're such a great designer! Wow, you did such a good job." But the fact of the matter is, I'm never going to have the attention span to do that. Um, Even if I get a nice looking house, I'll be happy with that, and then I can just work on the rest of the island for the rest of my days. They need to make it like other consoles and let you play first-party titles for free. Yeah, and it almost seems like they've done the opposite, right, Sax? It almost seems like they're like, okay, here's 3 first-party titles, And then we're going to give you 20 third-party titles, half of which were only ever released in Japan, that no one's ever heard of, and aren't going to make any sense and aren't fun. You can play those for free. Favorite villager so far in Animal Crossing? I like Choco. I got Choco. Choco's pretty cool. I got the blue goat boy too. I like him. Shiny Tarantula. Nice, Phantom. If you could transfer Pokemon for Sword and Shield, your Pokemon Go account would be stacked, right? Have a good rest of your stream. Gotta go. Going to the library with my sister and her kids. All right, Lunala. Thank you so much. Sherb, thank you. Sherb, yeah. Thank you so much for being here, Lunala. Yeah, I got Sherb, I got Choco, and the other one was, I think, a peppy pink something. I don't have Diana and Whitney. And then the first two villagers I got when I moved in were the little chipmunk that says cardio all the time, and Flo. And I'm not a big fan of Flo. The cardio guy, he's all right. But I was happier with my second round of villagers that moved in. Be right back. Sounds good, Phantom. Bug encounter sandwich. I think that's cherry tomatoes, isn't it? I think cherry tomatoes is a bug sandwich. Sheldon, yes, Sheldon. Sheldon, Flo, Choco, Sherb, and Peppy Pink thing. Could be worse for Jocks. That's what I've heard. I heard of the Jocks. Sheldon is not bad. Yeah, this is like a whole new world for me, Ice Queen. So I apologize for my naivety. I got the original Animal Crossing on GameCube when it came out. Flora? No, not Flora. Hold on. I might actually have a picture. But yeah, I got the original Animal Crossing on the GameCube when it came out. I was like 21 or 22. Because like everyone was talking about it, how like great it was, how revolutionary it was. Plus all the Animal Crossing stuff in Melee, Smash Brothers Melee got me interested. And I started playing it, and I realized the game was all about, hey, you got a big loan in order to have a house and live, and now you have to work to pay off that loan. And I was right out of college, and I was like, no, this is hitting too close to home. This does not sound like fun, and I didn't play it. And didn't play Animal Crossing again until about a month ago. Come on, where are you? I gotta find this picture now. I've invested too much time looking for this. Give me a second, chat. I know this is very exciting content to be watching. Watching me scroll on my phone. think we're getting close. Peanut. Peanut. Peanut is the third one. How old am I now? I am 42 years old. In July, I'll be turning 43. Tom Nook is a crook. That's right, Cheese. First few games used to be more of a life simulator. Yeah, and I don't want to simulate life. Not at that age. Peanut's cute? I think so. Yeah, so, alright. So, Sheldon, Flo, Peanut, Choco, and Sherb. That's who I got. And I have tulips. No, I have roses. And I have cherries. Call me a slacker? Yes. Wait, do I have roses or do I have tulips? I think I have roses. Yeah, I have roses. I bought a bunch of tulip seeds to plant around the house, but I have roses on the island. Twy, if life had a genre, it would be life simulator or strategy horror. I don't see the difference between life simulator and strategy horror, to be honest, Twy. Welcome on in. Villagers are way more mean too. So water flowers every day. If you miss a day, they all die. Yikes. So how many total villagers are there? Roses really nice stacks. Nice. One of the greatest albums of all time. Bella, what is going on? Good to see you, my dear. Takato raid. Oh my goodness. Nick, welcome on in. Takato, thank you for the raid, my friend. How you doing? How was your stream? Around 400. Holy smokes. That's like Pokemon. Sax, thank you for dropping that link. Guys, go and check out our good friend Takato, who just started streaming. What were you doing today? And Gnarly Thor as well coming on in. Boo Boo Kitty Funk. What's up, Boo Boo Kitty Funk? Got 4 viewers. That's awesome, Takato. Good job. And welcome back, Hassan. You're gonna be lurking. Sounds good. Good, Nick. Thank you for the lurks. Streaming Legends Arceus. Did you have any luck, Takato? Got to a Dustox outbreak and there's a normal Alpha Dustox waiting. Why couldn't it be shiny? I don't know, Hassan. The game must hate you. Have I hunted any of the other Regis in Sword and Shield? I'm also hunting Regilucky, Bella, but we're only 225 checks into that. I didn't hunt any of the other Regis because I already have them from Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and I'm not doing a full 4096 hunt for those. Nope, no Shalfa Sneasel. Next time, Takato, you'll get it next time. What's up, Hassan? Think I'm awesome? Well, thank you, Hassan. I think you're awesome too. And Mary coming on in. What's going on, Mary? Good to see you. Relaxing after a long day. Mary, I saw those pictures. How adorable were those? 4 days till vacation. That's exciting, Cheese. I miss being on vacation. Man, I was off work for 10 days. It was glorious. Half an hour into work on Monday, I was ready to go back on vacation. If you got Animal Crossing questions, you got a lot of friends, resources to help you. I know, I'm so lucky, Ice Queen. I am so lucky. And honestly, that's why I picked it up. I had no interest in getting Animal Crossing, but I've made a lot of friends through YouTube that play it, and watching some playthroughs and everything, watching some content, listening to all you guys talk about it so passionately in chats. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give this thing a try. And I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I can't say I'm hooked yet. I can't say I'm at the point where I'm like scrambling to pick it up every morning, but I am enjoying it. And what I like about it is I can play it at my own pace, right? I don't have to feel like I need to be playing it nonstop. It's a very leisurely game. I can just jump in and work on my stuff when I want to, and that's just amazing. Jennifer, what's going on? Good to see you. Been on vacation last month, and you already want to go on vacation again? Bella, I know exactly how you feel. You've been completing your shiny living decks, and you're almost done. Holy smoke, Sky! How many do you have left? He's so excited. He's going to sleep in his new shirt because he loves it so much. That's awesome, Mary. On. What's going on? Sean the Pro, welcome on in. Yep, we're doing a Regi hunt. What Pokemon in Violet should you hunt? Jennifer, do you have Hawlucha yet? That's a beautiful shiny. 10 shinies left. Holy smoke, Sky, you're almost there. Which ones are you missing? Yes, okay. Do you have Indeedee? You still need the electric Regi. Yeah, I do too. That's one of the ones I still need. Takato. Oh, I know. Yeah, Sean the Pro. I know what it is. I know what it is. Hawlucha is the blackbird, right? Hawlucha is the fighting flying bird. Looks like a Mexican luchador wrestler. Normally, the mask is white and the body is red, and the shiny, the mask becomes like black and purple. What they made a Pokemon Animal Crossing game, I definitely pick it up. Oh, Takato, thank you for the reminder, guys. And this is no slight to anyone in here. I went through my commands today, and I decided to make exclamation point remaining, exclamation point forms, and exclamation point unknown mod only commands. So if one of the mods wouldn't mind dropping an exclamation point remaining, I'd appreciate it. Groudon, Sobble, Hawlucha, Scorbunny, Regidrago, Regilucky, obviously. 4, 5, so that's 6. You were thinking of Hariyama? Oh, no. Yeah. Hawlucha's the bird. There we go. The remaining huntable shinies I need: Deoxys, Zygarde, Tapu Lele, Tapu Bulu, Solgaleo, Necrozma, Regilucky, and Regidrago. And as far as forms go, all I need is the 3 family Mailhold and the Ribbon Sweet Alchemy. Shiny hunt your villagers, that'd be nuts. You gonna join me in shiny hunting Regidrago? Let's go, Sky. Let's see who gets it first. Ribbon, what? Yeah, so Big Cheese. That's right, because Cheese, you didn't play Sword and Shield. So Milcery evolves into Alchemy by giving it a sweet, like to hold, and then like spinning around in a circle. And there's 7 different types of sweets. There is love, berry, blueberry, clover, flower, ribbon, and star. So there's 7 different sweets, and I've got shinies of all the different sweets except for the ribbon one. I'm going to get it first because I'm just starting. That doesn't mean anything, Sky. We're both working with 1 in 40, 96 odds. You can get it on check number 5. You have to do anything special to get the item for the ribbon one, or is it just hunting another shiny? All right, so here's the thing, Cheese, with the sweets. 5 out of the 7 sweets you can just find throughout playing the game, but the flower sweet and the ribbon sweet were later additions to the game. And while there was a special raid week with Milceries where you can get like all the sweets, that's long over. That ended like 2 years ago. So now the only way to get the flower sweet and the ribbon sweet is one specific guy in Crown Tundra at the bottom of Snowslide Slope. Every day he has a different special item, and those special items can be any of the sweets. So in order to get the ribbon sweet that I needed, I date skipped for like an hour and a half until I got it. You're doing shiny hits for Regidrago and Regidrago on 2 different switches. Good idea, Sky. Good idea. They make Pokemon Animal Crossing style. You can only have a certain amount of Pokemon in your Pokemon town. Okay, you know what? I like that. I like that way of thinking, Takato. Let me ask this. This will be a fun one. You gotta go? All right, Takato. Thanks for being here. Thanks again for the raid. Guys, if you had to make a Pokemon Animal Crossing village, and you could only have 5 Pokemon in your village, what 5 Pokemon would you want? What does Shiny Regidrago look like? It looks like over there in the top left corner of the screen. You can see it's more like blue-grayish as opposed to the regular, which is like a light black. Chimchar 4 times and 1 Celebi. Bella, that's a good answer. Actually, before I say only 5, maybe I'm the one being naive here. How many total villagers do you get in Animal Crossing? Are there more that move in? Because if there are, I don't know where I'm going to put those houses. Vaporeon, Lopunny, Gardevoir, Lucario, and a Dwebble. 10. You can get 10 total villager sacks? Holy smokes. 10. Where am I going to put those houses? Can I give them bunk beds? Wait, experiment. What are you talking about with black 2, white 2? Only way to get berries? Shinx, Chimchar, Reshiram, Celebi, and Mimikyu. It's a good group. Kind of lost. Sky, hey, don't worry. I get it. I just started playing this a few weeks ago. If you don't have room for 10 when you talk about your island room management, all right, fair enough, Ice Queen, fair enough. Clodsire, Charmander, Turtwig, Pancham, and Eevee. That is an interesting group, Cheese. I like it. And don't take this the wrong way, even though I know you probably will. That is not the group I would have expected from you. It's a similar thing to getting berries in black and white too. Oh, just berries in general? Okay, experiment. I was confused for a second. I thought you were talking about alchemy in black and white too. My brain checked out for a minute. I don't know. Like, I don't know what you would have chosen, Cheese, but I mean, I like those picks. I just, like, for example, I didn't know that you were a fan of Pancham. Too many awesome people live right now. I can't keep up. I get it, Hassan. I get it. There's a lot of amazing people streaming right now. I always get a little nervous streaming during the weekdays because there's so many people. But you guys always end up proving me wrong every single time. Politoed, Diglett, Snivy, Wooper, and Farfetch. That's a good group. But I like Pancham too. I just didn't know that you liked him, Cheese. What gen did I start playing Pokemon? Gen 1. Gen 1. I started playing in 1999. My first game was summer 99. I played Pokemon Snap because I thought it looked neat. And I liked it so much, I went out like a few days later and picked up Red and Blue for the Game Boy. Only way to get berries in Black and White 2 is to go to NPC and ask for berry. You get 5 a day of 1 berry. It's random. I gotcha, Experiment. I gotcha. You know what? I'm going to be honest. I never messed with berries until Gen 7. Pokepelago was such a great addition. I loved it. I abused the heck out of Pokepelago, but that's the first time I've ever cared about berries. Welcome back, Ventum. Why you look sad, Phantom? What about you, Sky? What generation did you start playing Pokemon? Shiny, Hisui, and Growlithe 5 times. Nice. Alright, let's see. Typhlosion, no surprise. Gardevoir, no surprise. Skeledirge, no surprise. Hydreigon, a little surprise. Blaziken, no surprise. Hattery, no surprise. Breloom, no surprise. Ursaluna, a little bit. Salamence, and Ho-Oh. So, Sax, I would have absolutely guessed all of those except for Hydreigon, Ursaluna, Salamence, and Ho-Oh. Beautiful group, though. Beautiful group. You start Gen 2 on your dad's a Game Boy. Nice. So I'm confused. Have to eat because it seems like you had a preconceived notion of what I would have picked. No. See, this is exactly what I said, Cheese. And now I feel like you're just trolling me. I said you were going to take it the wrong way. And I was absolutely right. Or you're just doing a really good job trolling me. I met you through Chem Nation streams when everyone was playing Gen 8. And you did not play Gen 8. So I haven't really known you as a current Pokemon fan. I haven't really gotten a chance to get to know what you like Pokemon-wise until Gen 9 came out. So it's not that I wouldn't think you would like these things. It's just that I'm not aware that you like these things. Mew, Mewtwo, Celebi, Lugia, and Espeon. That'd be a good one. Good group. Volcarona too. You just buried your sister's fish? I'm sorry, Phantom. I'm sorry to hear that. It would be like if you asked me to pick what I thought your favorite Animal Crossing villagers would be, Cheese. I don't know you as an Animal Crossing player, so I wouldn't even know where to start. There's a beta fish. Aw. Guess your number one Pokemon out of these, Dwebble, Charcadet, Poliwhirl, Pikachu, and Forretress. Well, I would love to say it's Poliwhirl, but I'm going to guess it's Dwebble. I really have a feeling the Big Cheese is just trolling me now. Because I made the mistake of saying, please don't take this the wrong way. And now he is. AJ, what's going on? Good to see you. And thank you for letting me know 36 likes. Thank you guys so much. Good to see you, AJ. Dwebble is correct. Haha, I knew it. I can see where you're coming from. I do watch the anime and have some knowledge, but not expansive knowledge like others. Yeah, exactly. So it's like, I know you like Pokemon, but honestly, I would be at a loss if someone were to ask me what your favorite Pokemon were. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Altaria, Slitherwing, Empoleon, Gyarados, Haxorus, Kyurem, Arcanine, Lapras, Phanpy, and Appleton. That's a nice group, Ice Queen. I like that. Sax isn't surprised at all. You have two hermit crabs, so you love them. Oh, that's nice. I never had a hermit crab. I do think they're neat, though. Maybe I should get a hermit crab. Guys, I think I'm going to take a quick break at 31:25. Get another cup of coffee, stretch my legs. Big Cheese likes the cheese Pokemon. Don't get a hermit crab. Your third favorite Pokemon will probably superior a lot of people. I would say Serperior is probably my favorite out of the Gen 5 starters. But as a whole, the Gen 5 starters are my least favorite group. Swap Appleton for Joltik. Joltik's a good Pokemon. So how about Chem Nation getting his Darkrai yesterday and his Latias today? He's having some good luck this week. Hermit crabs are land caught by or people take bad care. Not saying you would, but if you buy them, either take them back to the wild or buy painted shells and quickly get them. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'm not the right person to get a hermit crab. I got my aloe plant. That's good enough for me right now. Here we go. Check 31:25. Is it going to be shiny? It is not. All right, guys. I will be back in a couple minutes. Hang out, chit chat, dance, do whatever you want to do. Take off. I'm not your mom. Can't make you stay here. But I'll be back in a few minutes. And yeah, Sax is in charge while I'm gone. Into it. Yeah, Sky, I think, the way my luck has been the last 2 months, I think you got a pretty good chance of getting this before me. Jennifer, gotta go. All right, Experiment, thanks for being here. Thank you, Billy. Gonna start bringing your DS to work and soft reset Shiny Huo and Gold and Silver. You know what? I'll tell you what. Most of my friends know this. I work in an office. I have a desk job, and a lot of what I do is answering emails, spreadsheets, phone calls, things like that. And I find that I can get a lot of my work done with one hand, and the other hand is doing soft resets in Ultra Sun and Moon. So I'm doing my like fifth playthrough of Ultra Sun right now. I'm at the champion. I beat the Elite Four. I ask I beat the champion. Once I beat the champion, I'm going to look for Raikou in the wormholes and hunt Raikou. Yeah, I have a lot of autonomy at my job, thankfully. And one perk that's come out of the pandemic is that when we had to work from home for a long time, the bosses kind of got into the mentality of as long as the work is done, that's all that really matters. So yeah. AJ says Infernape, Primarina, I can't talk. Alolan Raichu, Marshadow, Dialga, then everything else. That'd be a good group. Just a better Game Boy and DS or a Nintendo Switch. I I'm a huge fan of the DS 3DS personally. So I mean, Switch is great too. Don't get me wrong, but when it comes to Pokemon, nothing will ever beat the DS and 3DS days for me. Game Boy games are nostalgic, but honestly, I go back and play the Game Boy games now, and it's just tough. There have been so many great quality of life changes over the generations that to go back to like the first couple gens, it's neat, it's fun, but it feels so much slower. And I get frustrated because I want to do something like I consider simple, and there's like 8 extra steps I have to go through to do it. Becky, thank you for the Kirklerks. Like, okay, for example, I know Sax remembers this. How many of y'all remember that in the first couple of gens, there is a limit to how many items you could have? Like, you only had X amount of spaces in your bag to hold items. How frustrating was that? So, where you got your first shiny, no other Switch can replace that? That's true. You didn't collect items? I mean, if I see an item on the ground in the game, I'm picking it up. And I've always felt that way. Like I am all about having that magic bag that can hold infinite things. When I play games where there's a limit to how many items I can pick up, it frustrates me because I am a collector at heart. And I do not like being told I can't pick up everything. You have to use the PC as storage for items. Even that, I think, I don't know, Sax, I might be wrong about this. Didn't the PC have a limit as well? Or am I completely off base? Pokemon limit was smaller too? Yes. Yes, it was. I mean, in the first couple of gens, it made sense. There were obviously a lot less Pokemon to begin with. Um, so you didn't like in Gen 1, you definitely did not need 32 boxes. There's only 151 Pokemon. There were no shinies. You got shiny Regidrago. Nice, Sky. Congratulations. That's amazing. Do you know how many encounters? You could lose Pokemon if you caught past your limit. Really? I don't remember that. I mean, I don't think I ever came across that issue, but really, so they would just say, nope, you lost one. That's crazy. 110 encounters. Are you serious? How lucky is that? That's amazing, Sky. So now you just need 9 more. You're about to surpass me. I got 8 more to get. Took a nap after I started streaming. That's good, Hefty Mom. I'm glad that my voice is so boring it put you to sleep. Since it didn't automatically change box for that's true too. Yeah, there's just it's crazy going back to like the first couple of generations of games and realizing how much about Pokemon games nowadays we just completely take for granted. Like even things like going into the PC and grabbing your Pokemon. Like first off, you could only deposit or withdraw Pokemon. Those were the only 2 options you had. You couldn't actually just like go into your box and just check out what was going on. Your only choices were to deposit or withdraw. And when you did that, it was just a list. It was just a list of Pokemon, and it was just the name. I have a doppelganger where you live, Mary. Oh my goodness. You don't miss HMs. I don't miss HMs either. I don't miss, especially towards the end game, like talking like Victory Road, where I am basically required to have like 1 or 2 Pokemon on my team that I don't even want to use in order to get through it. Now you wait for the eggs to spawn. There you go, Phantom. Because like Sax, I've toyed with the idea of like grabbing my red or blue and plugging it into the Game Boy operator and doing a playthrough on stream. But honestly, I think after about 20 minutes, I would get frustrated. Your dad liked HMs. You don't know why you dislike them a lot. I didn't. I never liked them. I did not like one that I was required to use those moves on someone on my team, and secondly that I couldn't get rid of them. Um, because I think it was when did they introduce the move deleter? Was that Gen 2? Was it only Gen 1 that didn't have a move deleter? I know like in Gen 1, like there was no way, no possible way to get rid of an HM move once you taught it to them. You looked like you sounded like you wanted to run up to him and say, hi, Hefty. You should have. Maybe it was me. You never know. You got a feeling today's the day, Tiff? I hope you're right. It was in 2, yeah. So yeah, in Gen 1, there's just no way that you could ever get rid of HM moves. Anyone wonder why Ash had cut on his Greninja when he didn't get it? Hot take. Hot take. Ash was not the best move chooser for his Pokemon. I'm having a great day, Tiff. I hope you are too. If you watch the whole anime from the beginning, you kind of see that. I mean, sometimes, like, I haven't watched all the anime. I just watched the Indigo League, Orange Islands, probably the first 20 or 30 episodes of Johto Journeys, and then I started watching it again when Pokemon Journeys came out on Netflix. And I've seen random episodes here or there, but yeah, a lot of the choices Ash made were pretty questionable. What you making for dinner, Tiff? Tacos, nice. I'll be over soon. Ash Charizard had tackle. I think you're right, Cookie. Is there any wonder why that Charizard left? Taco flavored kisses, yum yum. You being a Pokemon nerd, watch the whole anime now, you kind of get made fun of that. Well, you should never get made fun of that, Sky. No one should ever get made fun of for enjoying what they enjoy. That's a silly thing to get made fun of for, and whoever does that, there's something wrong with them, not wrong with you. If anybody ever makes fun of you for something that you enjoy, the problem isn't you, the problem is them. They are missing something in their life. So never take that personally. Um, but yeah, I mean, I've honestly, Sky, I've talked about this in the past. I would love to. I mean, if I ever had the time, I would love to go back and catch up on the entire anime. But at this point, I think that would take like years. And also, it's like the episodes are so scattered around everywhere. I think I'd have a tough time trying to find all of them to watch. Like, for example, I mean, I've already seen it and I have it on VHS. That's how old I am. But why does Netflix still only have the first half of the Indigo League? Why didn't they ever finish that? It's frustrating. Yeah, there's a difference between not sharing a passion with somebody else and judging someone because of that passion. There's lots of games, lots of franchises, lots of genres that I don't enjoy that my friends do. And that's okay. I'm happy that they enjoy it, even if I don't. And vice versa. There's lots of things that I enjoy that my friends don't enjoy, but they're happy I'm happy. They're happy I enjoy it. But when those two things combine, like when you find a friend that enjoys the things you do, that's fantastic. It takes the friendship to a whole other layer. That's why I don't mess around with this nonsense on streams. I know it's like it all started because some online personalities and streamers and everything wanted to bring up controversial issues so that people would talk about them in order to increase the chat rate or the comment rate in order to boost themselves in the algorithm and blah 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 blah. But I don't mess around with this garbage like pancakes or waffles, or does pineapple belong on pizza, or stuff like that. You know what? My answer to all that stuff is it doesn't matter. I enjoy what I enjoy, you enjoy what you enjoy, and we're both happy. Even in marriage, you have likes and dislikes. You like shovels, but Lewis is scared of them for some reason. Okay. Okay. I'm going to be honest, Tiff. I'm really trying not to be a hypocrite here, and I'm trying to censor myself to not tease Lewis, but that is one of the most bizarre things I've ever heard. Hefty and I both like socks. That is correct. Cookie and I are both fans of socks. And look, I'm not asking what anybody's age is. I will never ask anyone in the chat what their age is. It's an inappropriate thing for any streamer to ask, and it shouldn't even be discussed. But I will say, if you are on the younger end, if you happen to be on the younger end, perhaps you're in middle school, perhaps you're in high school, and there are people that tease you about what you like and you're embarrassed about it or you feel bad about it, just know this. There will come a time, and it will be quicker than you know, that you and everyone around you will become mature enough to realize it doesn't matter what other people think. And that is one of the most freeing feelings in life, is when you get to that point where you're like, I don't care what people think. And everyone else is like, I don't care what you like or don't like. It doesn't matter to me. That's just, it's glorious. It's an amazing point. And just hold out. You'll get there and it'll be awesome. I have no shame. I have no embarrassment saying that I am a 42-year-old man that plays Pokemon. And I freely share that with all my friends, and they're like, awesome. I'm glad you like it. And that's the end of the discussion. I was 41. I was last year, Cookie. Last year I was 41. Now I'm 42. And in 2 months and 5 days, I'll be 43. You still get made fun of for being into Pokemon, but you just laugh because it makes you happy. That's all that matters. As long as you're happy, that's all that matters. And yeah, Tiff gets it. Like, it doesn't matter what other people think. They over 23. Sir Barnabas, you are very, very kind. Thank you very much. And being absolutely serious when you say that, thank you. It is a very kind thing for you to say, Sir Barnabas. I do appreciate it. I have been blessed that I have youngish features. I do have a pretty young looking face, which is nice. The lack of hair will immediately add a few years when I take the hat off. But yeah, it's not uncommon for people to be surprised when they find out how old I am. People call you a furry at school sometimes. I'm sorry to hear that, Phantom. You don't understand people make fun of someone for being into something? Exactly, Bella. It's their issue. It's their issue, not your issue. I should say, it's the issue of the teaser. It's not the issue of the person that's being teased. The teaser is missing something in their life where, for some reason, they feel like they have to. It's projection. Honestly, is what it is. It's projection. There's something that they don't like in their life that they're not comfortable admitting to themselves or accepting. So instead, they look for things in other people they don't like so that they can take the focus off themselves. I need a beard ASAP. Cookie, it ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. That reminds me, I forgot to look that up last time. I got to see if I saw those pictures. During lockdown, I grew a beard for 6 weeks. And it was horrendous. Nope, I got rid of all those pictures. Just trust me, it was bad. The problem is, like, right here, like, I can get the mustache and I can get the goatee, but this section right here where the mustache would reach the goatee, like right to the sides of my lips, nothing grows in. It's like a baby's bum right there. Just nothing grows. So it never connects. And then the sideburns don't quite go all the way. No, they do go all the way up. It's just really patchy. It's not a lot of hair. So, Tip, this webcam is very flattering. Um, I look a lot better on stream than I do in real life. I could always use makeup to cover up. There's beard filler for guys. Uh, yeah, I just don't see that happening, Cookie. Tell you what, Cookie, you can take one of those pictures you have of me and you can put a beard on me. And let's see what that looks like. And we'll take it from there. Don't we all, though? I'm honestly impressed. I am honestly impressed with this webcam. I was nervous about being on camera at the very beginning, but I mean, all modesty aside, I think I'm looking all right. I mean, I'm not going to be like, you know, stopping any traffic, but I think I look decent. After the Reggie hunt, can you tell me how to shiny hunt Mew? Because that's one of the ones you need to finish. All right, so Sky, here's how I got Mew. I have Pokemon Emerald. So I have a physical cartridge of Pokemon Emerald. I used a Game Shark to access Faraway Island. And then from there, I did a standard 1A192 hunt. That's the only way outside of that event in Pokemon Go that you can hunt Mew without bringing in other external factors, we'll say. And that's how I've been hunting Deoxys as well. So, I like to call them legitimate asterisk because I did have to use a Game Shark to access the hunt, but the hunt itself is legitimate. Mew and Deoxys are not in the Dynamax Adventures. Wear the hat backwards for plus 17% shiny luck. You got it. Tyler, how was the rest of the stream, buddy? See, just by flipping my hat around, I added probably about 8 years. 8 years. So I went from 23 Barnabas to 31 just by doing that. So crooked. It's alright, switch to Mystery Dungeon, but no shiny Espeon. How does... I've been meaning to ask you, Tyler. I haven't played Mystery Dungeon DX. How does shiny hunting work in that game? I like 15. I need some hipster glasses. I don't have hipster glasses. I just have regular glasses. Phantom, thank you for the shiny luck. If when I was in college, my face was even more of a baby face than it is right now. But I wanted to see what I'd look like with a shaved head because I was kind of planning for it. So I shaved my head when I was in college when I was 20, maybe 21. And let's just say that I looked like I would be making a wish. 27 shiny eligible Pokemon in that game. They're called Strong Foes. You have to defeat them for a chance to join your rescue team. It's common to find a shiny without joining your team. Yeah, that's interesting, Tyler, because I played the first few Mystery Dungeon games, and yeah, I do remember that was one of the main mechanics where after you defeated a Pokemon, there was a chance that it would ask to join your team. So I was wondering if, with the shiny, that would stink. That would stink to find a shiny and it doesn't ask to join your team. 97% shiny luck. Holy smokes, Nightbot, you took your time with that, but that's a lot of shiny luck. Thank you, Phantom. So I assume then, Tyler, just based off of how the game works, like those are overworld shinies, or what we would consider overworld shinies. Lewis looks so young when he shaves his face. You don't feel comfortable being intimate. That is more than we needed to know, Tiff. Oh my gosh, poor Lewis. Have I ever worn a bonnet? No, I've never worn a bonnet, Sax. How about you? And if you have, are there pictures? There are ways to increase the likelihood for Pokemon joining your team. Yeah. There's items, right? God, it's been a while since I played the Mystery Dungeon games. But yeah, there's items that can increase the chance. Dude, I remember. No way, Sky. Did you get the Regidrago as well? Are you kidding me? You got the Regilucky and the Regidrago within like 20 minutes of each other? That's insane. Good job. You're wearing one right now as we speak, Sax. Nice. And I bet you're rocking it. I bet you're absolutely rocking it. Yeah, I remember Tyler and the first series, the Mystery Dungeon Red, Mystery Dungeon Blue, the one where like one was on the Game Boy Advance and one was on the DS. I had the DS version, and I got to the point where I had all of them except for Kecleon. And for weeks, I was trying to get that Kecleon, which, if I remember correctly, the base recruitment rate for Kecleon was -1%. Yes, the Friendbow! The Friendbow, that's it. The base recruitment rate for Kecleon was -1%. No, I think it was -34%. I think it was -34%. So that when you max out the recruitment chance with the Friendbow and with other things, the highest you could get the recruitment rate to be was 1%. And Kecleon was a beast in that game. It's an item called a Friendbow. Yeah. Has a characteristic squad up, and finally the move False Swipe increases the chance when used. You know what? You kind of got me wanting to get back into those games. So you got it after 230 encounters, Sky. That's incredible. Yeah, don't be stealing from Kecleon. He will beat your behind. I remember, like, grinding the heck out of my Charizard so I could get to the point where I could one-shot those Kecleons. And even then, when they gang up on you, oh man. Found a few shinies without them joining feels bad. Oh yeah, I'm sure it does, Tyler. Ugh. Who are the starters in the Mystery Dungeon DX, Tyler? Or I should say, who are the starter choices? And do you still have to do that personality quiz? Cyndaquil with that wonderful scarf. Yeah. You know what was cool about the Mystery Dungeon games is they, especially in the later games, they had starters that have never been starters anywhere else before. Like you could have a starter Skitty or a starter Meowth. I always thought that was cool. Skitty, Cubone, Eevee. That's right. It's Cubone. I forgot about Cubone. No Poliwag, though. Shame. Psyduck. Nice. One thing I didn't like about the later Mystery Dungeon games, this was like Dexit before Dexit was a thing. In the first Mystery Dungeon games, you could get every single Pokemon Gens 1 through 3. In the later Mystery Dungeon games, they did not include every single Pokemon, and I was so salty about that. You're playing right now as Trico and your partner's Charmander. That's a good duo right there, Cookie. I mean, a better duo would be Torchic and Squirtle, but Trico and Charmander's good. Take the quiz, but you still get to choose. Okay. Did you go with the quiz results, Tyler, or did you tell that quiz to get out of here? You had to play as Eevee, of course, of course. But did you get placed as Eevee, or did you have to choose Eevee? Now, what you should have done, if you didn't, is research all the answers beforehand and make like you were taking the quiz honestly, and then be like, oh, look at that. Look at that. I'm an Eevee. And everyone would have been so impressed. You got Bulbasaur from the quiz when you do the demo. Is there a demo out? That's a stupid question. Can I go into the store and download the demo? Eevee with Cubone? That would be sweet. Yeah? Huh. I might go ahead and grab that demo. Play around with it. Yeah, you're getting me nostalgic for Mystery Dungeon. I ended up getting so obsessed with that first game. I mean, I had the spreadsheet. I had the spreadsheet laid out with all the Pokemon, where they were located, on which floors, what their spawn rate was, what their recruitment rate was, with and without friend bow, etc. Big Dog Gamer, what's going on? Good to see you. Explorers were always your favorite in series. Which Explorers? Explorers of Sky, I'm assuming? I know everyone always talks about Explorers of Sky. But I know that there's also Explorers of Time and Explorers of Darkness, which are the two that I have. I never end up picking up Explorers of Sky, which I'm a little salty about. Ty, what's going on? Good to see you. Mr. Sachs, I have a technical question for you. So I had a misconception about Pokemon Ranger that got brought up today in ChemStream, where I thought the Manaphy egg was 1 per save file, but apparently it is actually 1 per cartridge. But I did find out that if you wipe the entire save data from the cartridge, like go back to a factory reset, you can get another Manaphy egg, but you have to do that on a homebrew system. For someone like me that doesn't understand half the words I just said, how hard would that be to do? You want to play Pokemon Rumble again? I never bought any of the Pokemon Rumble games, but the 3DS, the store had a free-to-play Rumble game that I enjoyed. That was like a fun time killer. That and Pokemon Picross. Super easy to homebrew 3DS. Super easy for me. I might want to talk to you about that. I've never been interested in doing the whole homebrew thing on the 3DS, but this whole Manaphy thing has me questioning it now. You want a mystery dungeon where you can play as Rowlet? Yeah, I think it'd be fantastic to do an updated mystery dungeon through Gen 9. If you can do it, I can. All right. Yeah, the free-to-play Rumble was really fun. Fortunately, I don't think I have that on the 3D. Well, you know what? I still can probably download it. I proved that with Poké Transporter. Because I previously downloaded it, and even though it's no longer on my 3DS, since I had previously downloaded it, I could re-download it. First time ever doing it, only took you 25 minutes. So that 25 minutes for me would probably be like 3.5 hours. Yeah, Rumble. There was a Rumble game on the Wii. I do know that. I didn't play that one. Oh, that's right. Gage did make that video. That's right, Tyler. I remember that. And so, yeah, I was thinking if I do end up doing that, I have, and I mentioned this in Kim's stream, something I've been mulling about for a while is I think I want to start doing SOS tutorial videos. Whether they're videos or live streams, I don't know yet. But SOS is my favorite shiny hunting method of all time. It's the one I spent the most time doing. I've successfully hunted just about everything you can SOS hunt. There's like 4 or 5 call rates of 3s I didn't because I got them in other games. But if I homebrew, then I'd be able to play it on stream or play it on my computer. Exactly, Tyler. That's a smart idea. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I'm thinking about, Sax. That's what I'm thinking about. I think that's the same thing. That's how naive I am. I don't know if that's the same thing as what I'm talking about or not. Sky, I appreciate that. But yeah, Sax, apparently if I do that with Ranger, if I dump Ranger onto the PC, you can just like that, factory reset the game, load it back onto the cartridge, and you can get another Manaphy egg. Oh yeah. I know you're allowed to. Like if I own the product, I can do with it whatever I want, and I can emulate it if I choose to. That's a big misconception people have about emulators. People think emulators, and they immediately think illegal and pirating. It's only pirating if you're downloading the ROMs for games that you don't own. If I own the game, I can do whatever I want with it, and if I want to copy the data from that game I own onto my computer and play it on an emulator, I'm entirely within my rights to do so. And that's how the entire emulation culture exists and hasn't been shut down. Ice Queen, thank you for the shiny luck. 92%. Holy smokes, that is a lot of shiny luck. I appreciate you. So yeah, so Sack, it's never been like an ethical thing with me. It's been more of a technical thing with me. And I will be honest, at one point I would have been concerned about homebrewing my DS just because I know that like invalidates like, you know, warranty crap and stuff like that. But at this point, with, you know, how far out we are from the 3DS actually being a system that Nintendo supports, I'm not worried about that. How do you give me shiny luck? Just exclamation point shiny luck in the chat, Sky. You gonna go, Phantom? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Phantom's hugging everyone. That's very nice, Phantom. Slipping 20s into all of our pockets. Phantom in here with the big money bags. It's simple. Oh, I didn't know you could revert it. I didn't know that, Sax. Mail a shiny luck to my P.O. box. I don't even have a P.O. box. I don't know if that'll ever be something that's needed. $22% shiny luck. Thank you, Sky. I'll take it. Lucky you have such good-hearted people in your chat, including yourself, Sky. Yeah, we have a wonderful community here. A lot of very nice people. A lot of fun people. It's like to relax and hang out and be nice to each other. We don't usually have any issues with trolls and things like that in here. You know what else we don't have an issue with that actually I haven't seen on any streams in a while? Sax, Tyler, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. I haven't seen the you-know-whats in a long time. The XYZs and the things like that. I don't know if maybe YouTube finally got their acting gear. Even back when those were a thing, we didn't usually get a lot of them here. We might get one like every few weeks. Aster, what's going on? Good to see you. So I'm like convinced that part of that thing was all about how popular the channel was. Like they'd be more likely to hit popular channels than not popular channels like mine. Even with comments, Sex, I don't know if you know this, because you don't really, do anything with your channel. You haven't really built your channel or anything. But there used to be tons and tons and tons of bot comments on videos and live streams, and in my YouTube studio, it would automatically flag those and hide those. And like once every couple weeks, I'd go into the flagged comments and delete them out. It would just be like dozens and dozens of comments from Russian bots, like talking about like dating services and everything. I don't get those anymore either. Is Pokemon Emerald still buyable or not anymore? It's not like buyable, like you can go into like Walmart or Target and pick it up. If you're lucky, you'll be able to find it in like a GameStop or other video game resellers, like vintage game shops. You can buy them secondhand. They're going to be expensive though. Pokemon Emerald is a very sought after game. It's going to cost you some money. Like I got mine last year, cartridge only, and I want to say I paid $150 for it. And I'm pretty sure the prices have risen since then. The Telegram ones, yeah. It was such a masterpiece. It was, and you know what? I'm a little mad at myself. I never picked it up. I picked up Ruby and Sapphire. I never picked up Emerald. I wasn't. So here's my thing with like the third game, right? For the first 4 generations, there's always a third game. When Yellow came out, I had no interest in picking up Yellow because I thought it was just a cheesy anime tie-in cash grab, right? Like I loved Red and Blue. When Yellow came out, I was like, oh, they just changed the game to make it like the cartoon. I don't like that. So I didn't pick up Yellow. I picked up Crystal, and I picked up Crystal for one specific reason. This is how much I love Poliwhirl. The only reason I picked up Crystal was that you could get an early route Poliwag, and I wanted to do a playthrough with a Poliwag. And then I didn't pick up Emerald because I didn't really see any need to, having played through Ruby and Sapphire. And it's like there were any additional Pokemon or anything. I picked up Platinum because Platinum was the first one that really added additional Pokemon features. Platinum had the Origin form Giratina. It had the different Rotom forms, things like that. So I picked up Platinum. And then they stopped doing third games. That's what you thought of Let's Go, easy cash grab, trying to profit off the popularity of Pogo. Same with me, Cookie. Same with me. When Let's Go came out, now granted, I didn't have a Switch at the time. When it came out, that's exactly what I thought it was. I was like, oh, that's stupid. It wasn't until I got the Switch and started watching some videos, specifically Chem Nation. Here's how naive I was. I didn't know that Let's Go was an actual Kanto remake. I just thought it was some garbage spin-off game. I didn't know it was an actual Kanto remake. And at that point, I had started working on my Shiny Living decks, and I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pick these up. That's going to take care of pretty much everything I need from Gen 1. Yeah, Aster. Like I didn't know what the game was. I knew it was based off of the Pokemon Go catch mechanics, but I didn't know what the storyline was or anything like that. I didn't realize it was a Kanto remake. I just thought you were just like running around catching, throwing Pokeballs and catching Pokemon. I didn't even realize there was a storyline. I thought it was going to be a spin-off like, I don't know, like, oh, Brooke, I love Let's Go now. I love it now. I know Sax doesn't, but I love it now. But before I found Chem Nation, I just thought it was almost like, I compared it to like a mobile game. I thought it was like it was a Switch version of a mobile game, basically. And the fact that they were selling it for a regular price, I was like, well, that's just nonsense. But then I ended up picking both up and happily shiny hunted everything I could in those games. Pokemon Masters. Something similar to that, yeah. Pokemon Masters or Pokemon Cafe Remix or Pokemon Picross. Just some sort of non-game. That's what I thought it was. Oddish was your first ever shiny and some Let's Go. That's awesome, Brooke. Oddish is a great shiny. Before you play Let's Go because it's your sister's and she has the digital copy of it. You know what? I still need to at some point pick up a physical copy of Arceus. It's the only one that I don't have a physical copy of. Oddish is just a little fella. He really is. Bless him. Need some Dexnav in your life. Sax, I totally agree with you. I love Dexnav. I want to see a return of it. But Sax, I was thinking about this. If they brought it back with the way that the game mechanics are nowadays, with overworld Pokemon and everything, how do you think that would work? I'm not saying no. I'm saying please help me figure out a way to make it work, because I do want it back. You don't think it would? I know it's a shame. I think the closest we're ever going to get, Sax, is perhaps there's a chance it might be included in like Gen 6 remakes. I mean, I know it was only in Oris. It wasn't in X and Y, but maybe they could put it in the X and Y remakes. Need to go back to like Sword and Shield, at least some hidden encounters. Yeah. We would need that. What's my favorite gen? My favorite gen is Gen 7. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon is when I really started shiny hunting. I did a little bit in Gen 6, but Ultra Sun and Moon is when I really got obsessed with it. And I love SOS hunts. I love the Ultra Wormholes. I love the island scans. I like that they broke the formula of how the gyms and the league worked. I thought it was a neat step outside the box. And I really like the story in both Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So that's why it's my favorite gen. One of the only shiny hunting methods you don't fall asleep doing. Dude, I'll tell you what, Sax. I cannot Masuda past like 6 o'clock at night. These games are kind of hard, but also fun. I love Gen 7. And I probably still have played the Kanto games more, but a close second at this point has to be Alola. You know what else I like about Dex Knapsacks? Like I was kind of mentioning this the other week, but it's been mulling around in my head since then. I think Dex Nap is the only shiny hunting method where you're actually legitimately increasing your odds every check, and you can save those increased odds, right? Because as your DexNav number continues to increase, the shining chance increases, and it's bonused on every 50 and 100. And there were a couple of DexNav shinies that I failed because of self-damaging moves and me being an idiot. But I was saving like every 50 or so checks. So even though it took me like, let's say, I don't know, 7 hours to find the shiny Darmanitan that I failed, when I reset, it took me like less than an hour to reclaim it because my odds were already boosted. I wasn't starting from 0 again. You used to pass the controller to your girl to hatch eggs because you'd be like, baby, I'm going to close my eyes for 5 minutes. Oh my gosh, Sax. Never a better reason to have a significant other than that. Sword and Shield is actually your favorite gen because even the Sword and Shield story is not replayable at all as the first Pokemon game you fully beat. That's awesome, Aster. And that's what I love about this franchise, right? It's continuously growing. We're 25 plus years into this. And every game that comes out, you hear that was someone's first game. I think that's amazing. That's fantastic. A lot of people were upset when Legends Arceus came out, and then later when Scarlet Violet came out, because of how much easier they made it to get shinies. And I'll say that's debatable. I think it's easier. Like the odds aren't, like the base odds aren't better. It's just easier to recognize them. With the addition of overworld shinies, it's easier to recognize the shinies and catch them. The odds aren't actually any better. So people are complaining they made it too easy to get shinies, but there are so many people that got into shiny hunting because of Arceus, because of Scarlet and Violet, that now really enjoy it and have gone back and played older games. It's really helped grow the community, which I think is a fantastic thing. I mean, how many franchises are there that are continuing to grow after 25 years? And despite all the bashing we all give the Pokemon games for the issues they have, and there are issues with the games, I think it's incredible that it continues to grow and we continue to enjoy it. Shiny says 7. Shinies, I'm going to be honest, I expected you to do that command more than once because I actually put some programming into it. I was a little proud. So it's Parmesan baked meatballs, garlic mashed potatoes, and toast for dinner. Simple but good. That sounds amazing, Brooke. Shiny's offered Hefty $127 for a pair of his used pants. True story. I definitely think people got spoiled by PLA shinies, but it's so cool that more people have come together and started shiny hunting. Exactly, Aster. Exactly. And like I know several people personally that got into shiny hunting with Arceus and then went back to Sword and Shield and went back to Let's Go and went back to the 3DS games. And like they knew that it was going to be harder to get the shinies, but now they got a taste for it. They wanted to do more. And you know what? It's all about building patience. Patience, I think, is just like a muscle. You can build patience. Bye, shinies. Thanks for popping back in. Can we get a shinies link, by the way? I'm not sure if we dropped one earlier. Tiff, thank you for renewing that membership. Can we get some member hype in the chat for Greenie Beanie? Oh, you're saying hi. I thought that was a bye. You got back into it from PLA? Exactly. And now look at him. Now look at shinies. He's doing all the hunts. Shiny's actually found a Pokemon while blindfolded. That's how good he is. Hopefully become a membership tomorrow. If not, then sometime soon. No worries, Sky. No worries. Don't feel like you have to. But I appreciate that. Guys, if you didn't know, Shiny's is doing his 1-year streaming anniversary tomorrow. Make sure to check that out. It's going to be a good time. I'll be there. Four months. Holy smokes, Tip. 4-month flex. Love it. Let's get a Tiffer's link too. Tiff is a Sword and Shield queen. I will never forget Tiff's shiny reaction to Scrub. That was one of the best reactions ever. Sub to shinies and then come back. Sounds good, Sky. Thank you for doing that. Make sure you sub to Greenie Beanie as well when you get back. If you like me, you're going to love these people because they're far better at this than I am. Tacos. Tiff, I want some of your tacos. Blind Masuda hunts, that'd be crazy. Eric, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Not many people that are far better than this than me. There's plenty. There's plenty. By this, I mean life. He has me as a rad person. So cool to see people getting along. Yeah, and he should be one of the fam on my channel as well. On your last break at work, I'm doing well, Eric. Thank you for asking. So how much longer you got at work, Eric? Scoobs, what's going on? Grind and Tears of the Kingdom. Nice, love to hear it. I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom since Sunday. I probably won't play it until Friday. I don't trust myself to play Tears of the Kingdom during the week. I'll either be late for work or I'll never go to sleep. Got an hour left? That's nice, Eric. You love open world, but you get how it can be boring for some. Yeah, I get that. You know the other thing, Sax? The other thing about overworld encounters, and I don't mean to do this, it's just in my nature, and the same thing happens with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. If I get to choose what enemies I fight, a lot of times I will just avoid all enemies altogether. And then what will end up happening is I'll be underleveled at some points. So not having overworld encounters, having to be the random encounters in the grass is better for me personally because it forces me to do that grinding. And it took it to a whole different level in Scarlet and Violet when they made all the trainers that you battled, when they made all of them optional. Like you actually have to go up to them and hit A in order to do the battle. You can probably guess how many trainers I fought in that game. Gonna head to bed. All right, Sky, have a great night. Thank you for being here. Like I enjoy open world games. I enjoy running around and exploring. The problem is that I'll end up just doing a whole bunch of exploring, and then when I find myself in a position where I have to do a battle, I'm in trouble. Also, Mood, you fought maybe two trainers of Violet. Exactly, Esther. Like, I can't count the number of times in Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild, I've ended up in a situation where I'm, like, surrounded by moblins or something. And I have, like, a tree branch and a rusty claymore that's about to break, and that's it. And I got, like, 4 arrows. I'm like, I am in serious trouble. Which, like, in Scarlet, a Pokemon could sneak up on you and attack. Yeah, I mean, just, if that... Becca, what's going on, Becca? When did you sneak in here? And that is Nick. Can we get a exclamation point Becca in the chat? Becca, I have to apologize to you, and I have to thank Shinies. When Shinies was hyping you up in chat yesterday morning, and was talking about how you were streaming now, and dropped your link, as you know, Becca, I already talked to you about getting your link set up here, but I realized yesterday I hadn't actually subbed to you yet. So thank you to Nick for mentioning that yesterday and correcting that error. I was just embarrassing. Like, I was talking with you in DMs. I got your command set up on the channel, and I freaking forgot to hit the subscribe button. I was embarrassed for myself. I was ashamed of myself. Sharpie or Veluza attacks, that's true. Attacks a little too much. But no, like, I'm enjoying Scarlet and Violet. I enjoyed Sword and Shield. I enjoyed Arceus. I enjoy all the Pokemon games. Whenever I critique or nitpick, I do it lovingly. I've never played a mainline Pokemon game I have not enjoyed. But that said, I do kind of miss the old school version of, random encounters in the grass and things like that. And I don't know if this is a hot take or not. Other shiny hunters in the chat, let me know your thoughts on this. I'm not even going to talk about how easy or whatever it is to get shinies in Arceus or Scarlet and Violet. But when you encounter a Pokemon as an overworld encounter, it's not quite the same as when you get into a random encounter in the grass and it turns out to be shiny. When you see that exclamation point and then you see a silhouette come across the screen and it shines, that hits different. That hits different from roaming around in the overworld and spotting a shiny. Just it's like that extra moment of surprise when you've like entered into a battle and then you realize, oh my gosh, it's shiny. That hypes me up more than running around the map and seeing a shiny in the distance. And the old shiny animations, yes. Don't get me wrong, I'm very excited about all the shinies I've gotten in Arceus and Scarlet and Violet, and I'm going to hold on to them. I'm going to keep them. I feel like I earned them. But the feeling I got, that endorphin rush, was not as strong as they are when you start that battle. Exactly, Aster. Exactly. Soft Reset used to intimidate me so much, Tiff. Like, I got into shiny hunting back in 2020, but I've been aware of shiny hunting since like the early 2000s. I never used to shiny hunt just because I found it too intimidating. I was like, there's no way in heck I'm ever going to have the patience to hunt for shinies. And so like I would see people like, I've been like watching like shiny reaction videos for decades. And I would see people soft reset legendaries and stuff, and I thought it was so cool. But I was like, oh my gosh, that's too intimidating. I would never be able to do that. Shiny or soft resetting is so freaking easy. I love it. Chem Nation, what is going on? What are you doing, Chem? Congratulations on the Latias today and the Darkrai yesterday. You are having a heck of a week, buddy. And again, I don't know, maybe this is a little too personal. Maybe you can yell at me in DMs later for bringing this up. But happy anniversary to you and Mrs. Nation Chem, celebrating 15 years. That's amazing. I hope you guys had a lovely dinner. You were just living your best life this week, Kim. That's what I love about Dynamax, Dex Nav, even when you're not even looking at the radar and not knowing that's the freaking shiny. Exactly, Sax. I just love that, like entering into that battle and just waiting, the anticipation, and then it pops up and it's shiny. So like, oh my gosh. I think we're gonna go a little late tonight. I think ending at the 3250 seems too short. So I want to go to 3300. That might put us a little over. That might end us like 915, 920. But I want to hit 3300 tonight. The best shiny sparkles though. It's got to be either Gen 2 or Gen 4 for me. Ricky says Gen 5. Actually, I don't even know if I know what the Gen 5 shiny sparkles look like. Thanks, Tiffany and Bart. Gen 2. Gen 2 had some good sparkles. Gen 4 had some good sparkles. I gotta look it up, Cookie. I don't know what the Gen 5s look like. So, I've talked 100 times. I just talked about a couple minutes ago how I really got into shiny hunting in Gen 7. And I remember shiny hunting in Gen 7 and looking at like Reddits and YouTube comments and stuff, and everyone complaining about the Gen 7 shiny animation. Because it's just the star that shows up, right? And I was like, what's everyone complaining about? Like, I think it's fine. I think it looks nice. I get excited when I see that star. And I'll admit it, since then, shiny hunting in other games. Hey now, Tiff, you're right. Compared to other games, the single star is, Cookie's right, lackluster. But you know what? I gotta be honest, I still like the Gen 7 star better than I do the square sparkles in Gen 8. I do not like the squares. Actually, I didn't like the idea of the squares in general. And I think all they did was just confuse people more and more. I think it was unnecessary confusion. There are still people to this day that call a square shiny an ultra shiny. BDSP did best with the randomized sparkles. Oh yeah, you're right, Cam. I forgot about that. Those were nice. And like, if anybody's ever watched a live stream of someone shiny hunting in the wild in Sword and Shield, you've seen it. There will always be someone in chat when the shiny shows up and it's the square sparkles. That someone in chat will be like, "Oh my gosh, it's an ultra shiny." No, no, it's not. It's just a shiny. You watching shiny sparkles now? Nice, Aster. Gen 2 with the game sounds, though. That's true. That's true. Gen 3 kind of ate. Yeah, I got the Mew in Gen 3, and honestly, I can't even remember the sparkles. I just remember the blue. Ultra shiny for that person. Making the special sparkles. Oh, that was Tip. That was BDSP. And Gen 4. Yeah, you can put stickers on the balls. You watch a lot of people shiny hunt in Gen 3, though. You might be a little biased. Yeah, and that's why I'm admittedly biased about a lot of things with Gen 7. Just happy getting anything shiny. Hey, I hear you busy. Absolutely. But I think the whole square thing just confused a lot of people, especially because I'm still not convinced that they didn't screw up the coding on the square sparkles. I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be inverted, where the wild shinies were supposed to be stars and the Masuda shinies were supposed to be squares, or more likely to be squares. It's one custom Pokeball Smash. Yes, exactly. I definitely want that. I've always talked about. I wish there was a way that, kind of like with the stickers in Sinnoh, that there is a way where you could customize the colors of a Pokeball. You wonder why they decided to show square sparkles in the first place. Yeah, I don't know why they decided to make two different animations. But yeah, like I just wish you could customize Pokeballs. Like for me, like if I wanted to, I could go to like a house in one town where I can pay them to do like a palette swap, or like to color a Premier Ball. So I can make a Premier Ball, instead of being all white with the red, I can make it all black with the red, or I can make it all blue with the red. You know, like it doesn't have to get too customizable. Like it'd be neat if you could actually like change the pixels on the ball, but at least just swap out the colors. You know, you could do like a quick ball that instead of red and yellow is, or I'm sorry, blue and yellow is, I don't know, purple and blue or something like that. You know, just make it and add a little thing, and make it so that it goes for all the balls. Like it's for all the Premier balls, they're going to be that color until I pay to change the colors again. Let us ride our Pokemon like in Let's Go. Yes, let's do that too. They've kind of tried to get around that. Or I don't want to say get around it. They've tried to half butt it by doing things like in Arceus and the Koraidon Miraidon. Be like, yeah, you can ride this Pokemon, but just this one, or just these new handful, and they're not even your Pokemon. They're just static Pokemon. Mary, no worries, Mary. I'm just happy that you're hanging out. Love riding your Snorlax and Let's Go. I know. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good balls to catch certain types of shinies. But there are a lot of shinies out there that just do not have a good ball to go with. Now, I know Chem Nation's always going to catch his Pokemon in a Pokeball, and I'm always going to try and catch my Pokemon in Premier Balls, but I think it would be good to give people the option. And I'll tell you what, if I had the option of customizing the color of the Premier Balls, I would definitely start color coding my Premier Balls with my shinies. Surprised there aren't balls for certain Pokemon types? Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that 9 gens in, there hasn't been something like that yet, Sax. Like, there's certain things. There's like net balls, for example, right? Net balls have a higher chance of catching bug or water type Pokemon. I'm surprised there aren't other balls that do that for other types. Like an Ember Ball for fire types or something. A Nest Ball should maybe be like a bug or grass type. Just as an example. As something for in the future for balls. I think that'd be great. I think that'd be great. I mean, I remember when Gen 4 came out, when Diamond and Pearl came out, and they introduced the idea of stickers. And I was so excited about that because I thought that was the path that we were traveling, that they were going to start making the balls more customizable. And then it just came to a full stop, and they never did it again. Saw fan art of all the evolutions with custom matching balls, and you're so mad they aren't real. Oh, that'd be so sick. Oh, they give you something great one gen, then ditch it the next. Yeah, yeah. It's annoying. I mean, like, I know I'm not the only one that's so upset that Z moves are gone, right? Right? Favorite ball is a Mewtwo ball. So underrated. The Mewtwo ball. Oh, from the movie? Okay, yeah, yeah. I forgot about that. That was a cool ball. I've been seeing a lot of people in their community posts put posts for people to vote on things like, best shiny legendary, or which of these fake shiny versions of this Pokemon do you like? Things like that. I was thinking about doing one where it's like best Pokeball, but I'd completely be trolling everybody, and the choices would be Ultra Ball, Quick Ball, Repeat Ball, and I'm trying to think of what the fourth one would be. What's another bad ball that nobody likes? Nest Ball? Do people like Nest Balls? Timer Ball, that's a good one, Tiff. Yeah, so it would be Ultra Ball, Repeat Ball, Quick Ball, Timer Ball. Don't say Premier Ball, Billy. Get out of here with that. Great Ball would be a good one, too. Billy, how dare you? Great Ball is so disrespectful. Because it's not special, but it's not even good enough to be an Ultra Ball. Never catches anything. Billy, get out of here. How dare. I do think I do think some people do like quick balls, and it does honestly look good with some shinies. So maybe I would take that one out, and it would be, yeah, it would be repeat ball, timer ball, great ball, and ultra ball. Which one is the best? It is not a trash ball, Billy. Come on now. What are you talking about? You're just being mean. Quick ball would have been cool in another universe. I mean, I like the coloring. I like the coloring on the quick ball. I understand why people don't like it, but I do think the coloring is pretty sharp. Nest ball is a bad safari ball. I wish we could get safari balls. Sports ball. I've tried using heavy balls before on heavy Pokemon, like they're intended, and they always break out. You have 5 minutes left before you have to go to bed. So you thought you'd turn back in. Well, welcome back, Sky. Thank you for spending your last 5 minutes of the day with us. So like dream and love. Dream balls and love balls are good. I got my Terror Raid Cinder Ace in a fastball, and I was excited about that. I've never actually used a fastball before. I thought that would be a good one, though. The coloring's good, plus, it just makes sense having Cinderace in a fastball. Net and Dive are your two favorite besides Mewtwo. I am a big fan of the Net Ball and the Dive Ball. Dive Ball is honestly my favorite ball. In fact, a friend of mine custom made me this Net Ball. He did a pretty good job. Yeah, before I got into Dive and Net Match Poliwhirl. Exactly, Ice Queen. That's what I was about to say. Before I got into the Premier Balls for my shiny hunts, all my regular and shiny Poliwag lines were always in Net Balls. Dream Ball Shiny Wooper, that'd be a good one, Cookie. Oh my god. Brooke, what are you doing to me? That'd be the Jotonian Wooper that he's talking about, Sky. Moonball, yeah, Moonball's a really good one too. I've never successfully used a Moonball. Dream Ball Shiny Altaria. Ooh, that does, yeah, that fits, that fits. Oh no, you had no way of knowing, Sky. I was telling you. Yeah, Cookie's a big fan of the Jotonian Wooper. Luxury balls are actually in your phase. They can look good. Like here's the thing. I would love to catch my shinies in black balls. Like if I could get a premier ball that was black instead of white, that'd be amazing. I personally don't like the gold trim on the luxury ball. But like I was saying earlier, just because I am not a fan of something doesn't mean that other people can't. And there's no judgment about that. I have a lot of friends that enjoy luxury balls. I'm happy they enjoy luxury balls. I hope they continue to enjoy luxury balls. I'm just not a huge luxury ball fan. Kind of like Shiny Paldean Wooper, but you like Johto Wooper. I think they're both good. People, yeah, I mean, I get it, Busy. Like, I understand why it's got the gold trim. Like, it makes complete sense with me. I just don't like the gold trim. You like Pokeballs that match the shiny? Yeah, I mean, I personally try and get everything in a Premiere Ball, but I do enjoy watching people match the ball with the shiny. A cherish ball would be cool. If you could actually get cherish balls, that would probably be the one I'd go for for everything. Made it more metallic in Scarlet and Violet. Oh, did they? I haven't even noticed that, Ice Queen. Just made some boba. Nice. Tea or fet? Don't get the shiny today and confident I'm going to get tomorrow. Well, Sky, tomorrow I actually won't be streaming. We will be continuing this hunt on Saturday morning. Friday night we're doing Infinite Fusion. Tea, okay. But you know what is going on tomorrow? You know where I will be tomorrow, Sky? I'm going to be over on Shiny's channel for his 1-year stream anniversary. It should be a fun time. I think everyone should go check him out. He will be giving away awards too, which is pretty exciting. Confident I'll get Saturday? I hope you're right, Sky. Yeah, big congrats to Nick. Big congrats to Nick. You know, I've met a lot of amazing people in the past year and a half of being in this community. Oh my gosh, Sax, yes, especially the shiny. Oh yeah, that's gonna be beautiful. I've met a lot of amazing people in the last year and a half in this community. A lot of them are here right now. And if you're wondering if I'm talking about you, I am. And I've gotten to get to know and collaborate with a lot of incredible streamers. Razzie, Duck Duck Derek, Zed Games. And I've gotten to personally know a lot of people, you know, to the point that I talk to them like, you know, either through streams or through DMs every day. But I gotta say, Nick, Shinies, especially over the last couple of months, has become a really good, genuine friend, like an actual friend. And I'm over the moon excited for him. He's been doing such a great job with his channel. He finally got the Arceus last Friday. He's having his 1-year stream tomorrow. I think he has some of the most unique, inventive, and hilarious challenges for himself in a community that, to be quite frank, sometimes lacks in originality. I mean, I'm not doing anything on this stream or any other stream I do that hundreds of other people don't do on YouTube. He has a knack for taking the mundane and making it entertaining. And he's an amazing cook. That is true too. But yeah, Nick has become like an actual genuine friend, and I love him. And if you guys aren't subbed to him yet, I highly suggest you do so, because you cannot watch a shiny stream without cracking at least one smile. Typically because he embarrasses himself, but still worth it. Too bad he's a goon. He is an absolute goon cheese. You're right about that. Hey, Ron, I think when we hit the 3,300, we're going to end stream, Ron, and I think we're going to go to you know where. One hell of a guy. That's right. Oh my gosh, Tiff, you just made me swear on stream, and I didn't even realize it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's considered family friendly or not. I'm not talking about breaking any sort of YouTube rules. I'm just talking about breaking my own sort of rules. Thank you, Sax. Thank you for the soap. I'm going to wash out my mouth. I think that is number 3. In a little over a year, I think that's number 3 for me saying a possibly bad word on stream. Little baby swear, little baby swear. That's a PG swear. See, look at that. I broke my own rules. No foul language. No foul language or obvious adult content. And adults in the chat that I have conversations with on a daily basis, that word obvious was put there for a reason, just to cover all your butts. You've heard me say stronger language than that? No, you haven't, Cookie. No, you haven't. What are you talking about? Tiff, stop it. I'm just teasing you. It was more making fun of myself than anything else. Heading out from work. Have a great rest of stream and raid. Thank you so much, Ice Queen. I appreciate you being here. I had some strong words for you on your birthday. I have no recollection of that. You got Batman say something you didn't mean to also. You swear you don't do it on purpose. I know you don't do it on purpose. I watch streams that could be bleeped every other word and they're still striving. Yeah, I mean, I know, like, okay, real talk. I know I can say a lot of words in this stream if I wanted to. There's nothing that's stopping me from doing that. Like, YouTube's not going to get mad at me if I say some words, right? I mean, I can't be, talking like Tiff, but I could say some bad words. I just choose not to. Hand to God, I'm not much of a swearer in real life. Off stream in my real life, I don't swear a lot. I might do it on occasion more for shock value and effect than anything else, but I'm not much of a cursor. So I don't really feel like I censor myself on my streams. There have been a couple times where I've come close to saying a word, but I feel it's easier to not swear and focus my game more on the double entendres and have fun with those than anything else. WTH stands for what the hefty. Sax has never cursed ever in his entire life. True story. But yeah, there have been a couple of times where I've come close to saying some words on stream. Particularly during the Deoxys hunt. Shiny Cornholio. Good to see you, my friend. How you doing? Plus, if I don't swear, then... or let me put it the other way. If I swear on stream, that empowers the chat to swear, which, while I would not necessarily have an issue with people saying certain swear words in the chat, then it's like, where do you draw the line? Like, if someone says... 2 out of 10 swear, what's to stop someone from saying a 10 out of 10 swear? Oh my gosh, we are getting a raid. What is up, Emily, Clockwork, Ember, Razzie, Amber, Go Looper, Welcome on in, Raiders. How are you all doing? Couple more weeks, you're leaving Chicago for a week. Oh my gosh, Shiny Cornholio, we're going to go. Sax, thank you for dropping that link. Guys, on my end, please go check out our good friend Clocky, AM Clockwork. Amazing streamer. What did you guys have going on today? Tim, welcome on in. That's right. I'm Date Hefty. Nice to meet me. What you guys have going on, Clocky? What were you doing? Shiny only PLA playthrough, and how is that going, Clocky? Shiny Ghastly, let's go. Very nice. Know your big dog always gonna drop the link. I appreciate the Sax. Tyler came in here earlier and said that if I turned the hat around, I would get 22% more shiny luck. So I said, why not? Almost at odds for this one. Wow, yeah. That's true. About 820 more checks and we'll be at odds. 33-33? Oh man, that'd be amazing. Love the new hat. Thank you, Amber. And ILYIATWW. But Clocky, thank you so much for that powerful raid. Good to see so many good friends coming in on that raid. I think I recognize every single person, which is awesome. I love this community. Hashtag sub to clock. Thank you, Tiff. So I feel comfortable telling you guys, since we're all friends, I know you all, I love you all. We're going to 3,300 checks. So you guys are coming in towards the end of the stream. So we'll be hanging out probably for another 15-20 minutes. And then we're going to go on a raid. Head turn back makes me look 180% sexier. I like the 180, Tim. I see what you did there. I appreciate you, man. I love you too, buddy. Tiff's flexing. If you said Dragon Ball Durag, Sax, only if it's got a button on it that I can push that will play the song. I will wear it if it will play the song. Shiny Cornholio, thank you so much. Yeah, you install a little chip in there. Absolutely. What song? The Dragon Ball Durag song. Hefty rocking a Thundercat would make your day. Cookie, do yourself a favor and look up Dragon Ball Durag on YouTube. Your life will never be the same. It is a game changer. You're absolutely right, Tiff. Hefty got Polly swag right now. Oh my gosh, Amber. That is a good message. I'm impressed. There's a little bit of Dorian in that message. Let's get some member hype for Amber. Flexing that 5 months. It's almost like she lives with Dorian. I know. Polly swag is brilliant. It is. This chat got super cool, right, Sax? We got all the cool people in here tonight. Do we know what happened to Mantine Matt? What do you mean, Shiny Cornholio? There's a message coming through. Ron G, the OG. The best G there ever was. You haven't seen him in chat? He was here on Sunday. I know he's been busy lately with like real life stuff, but I mean he hasn't popped in as much as he used to in the last few weeks. But no, he's still around as far as I know. Cooler than cool. We ice cold. That is the second Outcast reference in this stream. That might be a record. You're just asking because of the emote, yeah. You know, I think he's been busy lately. Like, I know most of the weekend he had a bunch of family stuff going on. All right. Now, ladies. Hope I don't miss the shiny. I hope I don't either, Sax. Thanks for putting that in my head, making me paranoid. Appreciate it, buddy. You saw a clip and you're still confused on what shiny? Really? I mean, from the sprite, it seems like it would be pretty obvious to me, but maybe in the game it isn't. I've seen that happen sometimes where the sprite's very noticeable, but when you actually see a clip, it's not as noticeable. Dang it, Sax, why did you say that? Yeah, Tiff, that's what I was thinking, but now I can't tell if Sax is trolling me or if he's being serious. And if he's being serious, now I'm getting nervous. In the clip, it looked the same. Look at a different clip. Maybe his video settings were all screwed up. Yeah, it might have just been a bad clip. Outcast, you haven't heard them forever. I'm telling you, Speaker Box and The Love Below is one of my favorite albums of all time. I don't care if that's a little too mainstream for Outkast fans. It's not the only Outkast album I like, but I think all in all, that double album was a masterpiece. What Sax? Good choices, thank you. I have a wide-ranging musical taste. Don't know what to think of Dragon Ball Durag, but you'll never be the same as you were before you watched it. Will you, Cookie? Will I Am? He's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, my tastes lean more rock and alternative naturally, but there's a lot of other stuff I really enjoy. When it comes to like the rap section of music, I love Outkast. I like a lot of Ludacris. First album I picked up of his was Chicken and Beer, and I really like Chicken and Beer. Missy Elliott is the queen. She's just the absolute queen. Missy Elliott is incredible. Some R&B, I like, obviously I like some Mary J. Blige, who doesn't? A lot of early 90s R&B I like. And then I also like some some hard metal and death metal. Love Below. Yeah, yes. Speaker Box and the Love Below. Great double album. I think Speaker Box was a little more. Let me go the other way. I think the Love Below was a little more poppy than Speaker Box, but I think they were both awesome. Really been into mumble rap lately. I haven't really gotten into mumble rap. Nickelback. All right. True, honest truth. When Nickelback first came out, This Is How You Remind Me was way overplayed, but I didn't mind it. There was a couple of other songs off that album I thought were okay. I don't think Nickelback is as bad as the internet believes it is. But I also don't think they're good. Brand of Sacrifice. I haven't heard of them, Go Looper. It's kind of like, you know what? Nickelback is like the movie Morbius. Okay? Bear with me here. Oh, Juice WRLD? I love Juice WRLD, Greeny Beanie. Is Juice WRLD considered mumble rap? I love Juice WRLD. Nickelback is like the movie Morbius. The internet would have you think that Morbius is the worst movie ever created. And out of sheer morbid curiosity and the fact that I am a comic book fan, when Morbius came out on Netflix a few months ago, I sat down, I watched it to see what all the fuss was about. At the end of the movie, I will tell you this. It was not a good movie, but it was not a bad movie. It was just a blah movie. It was a cookie cutter, trope-filled comic book movie. There's nothing unique or outstanding about it. It was very nondescript. It was very forgettable. It wasn't even bad enough to be memorable. So the internet would make you think it's like the worst thing ever. The fact of the matter is it was, at its best, mediocre. That is what Nickelback is. Here's The Veil. I'll have to look them up, Aster. I'm not familiar with them. Morbius Burger. Ron, I would if you can find somebody else. I'm good with whatever, Ron. Whatever you think's best, buddy. From Snoop to Led Zeppelin to Sublime to System of a Down to Alison Krauss and Union Station. Duran Bernard, no, Sax, I'm not familiar with that one. And Alison Krauss, I recognize the name. I don't know anything they sing, and I don't know Union Station. Good Tiny Desk concert. Oh, I love Tiny Desk concerts. Deftones are good. I like Deftones. All right, Duran Bernard. Let me write that down, Sax. Concert is Proud Family themed attire, and oh my god, he can sing. Oh, nice. Or bluegrass. Okay. I don't know a lot of bluegrass. I'm not a huge country fan, but I like Electric Callboy, Go Looper. I'm a huge fan of Electric Callboy. Yeah, I'm not a huge country fan, but I'm good with bluegrass. Yeah, Electric Callboy is fantastic. My favorite musical discovery the past 2 years. Only country music you ever listened to is old Taylor Swift. She used to be country. I didn't know that. All right, here we go, guys. This is the last check of the night. If we don't get this shiny on this check, we will continue this hunt on Saturday. Exactly, Tiff. Exactly. And actually, I just rewatched Oh Brother Where Art Thou the other day. Whiskey Lullaby. Okay, that sounds familiar. Not shiny. All right, no shiny this stream. But guys, thank you so much for a great, great stream. And thank you to Kato and to Clocky for the raids, and Cookie gift and membership going out to Tim, old Rabbit Dog 777. Thank you so much, Cookie, and Tim. Make sure you thank Cookie for that. Guys, I think we're going to go on a raid. If Ron's found somebody. But guys, we will be back on Friday, continuing Fusion Friday, continuing the Ultimate Fusion playthrough using only Poliwhirl fusions. And we'll be back on Saturday morning, continuing this hunt. Guys, thank you all for being here so much. I appreciate you guys more than you could possibly know. But we're about to go on a raid. I do ask that you do come on the raid. Raids are important. Raids are a big part of the YouTube streaming community, and they are important. If you do come on the raid, and I really hope you do, I just ask two things. One, make sure you hit that like button. That's why we do these raids. Infinity, welcome on in, coming in right before the raid. Make sure you hit that like button. That's why we do these raids, to help support other content creators. And hitting that like button is the quickest, the easiest, and possibly the freest way to help support other content creators. And two, if you're coming in on the raid, I ask that you put in the chat, just like Ron G did, hashtag hefty hype, but put it in the chat once, only once. Why once? Because we are not spammers. That's not who we are. That's not what we do. Let's go over there and have a good time. I will see you guys on Friday. Do something nice for someone tomorrow, just because it's the right thing to do, and for no other reason. Ron has just dropped that link. Let's go find out who we're raiding. I'll see you guys over there. Take care. Love y'all. Bye-bye.